Hey, 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 what is going on, everybody? I just tipped over my vape pipe a minute ago and it kicked me out of StreamYard. I'm thinking, oh no, I would stream. I hope it didn't end, but it never. So welcome. Hello. It is 12 o'clock here in Las Vegas. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. We have makers in the back room and many more people will be joining over the next 2 or 3 hours. And yeah, you see them. It's done. I've been promoting the hell out of it. I've got this really big alien behind me, sponsored by Polymaker, 3D Glue Band. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. Hello, everybody. Let's bring in some people in the back room and we'll get going. Hello, everybody in chat. Dusty Knuckles, Joe, Simon Snow, channel member, HVAC channel member, Sergio, Victor, Matt German, Stephen Poole, Louise. Hello, everybody. Let me... my dog's going to bark, wants a cracker. Anyway, here we go. Let's bring in some people. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Real good. Kenny, what's going on?
Happy 2024!
Yeah, I could have done without that.
Jeremy, what's going on, buddy? Hello. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you very much.
Man, they sure don't put much in those things anymore, do they?
How you doing, Jerry?
Yes. Hey, Jeremy, those look really nice.
Yeah, I'm just messing with my 300 lens today.
Yeah, I haven't put mine in yet. I got the 200 in right now, or the 210. Those are looking good.
Try to turn this up so I can hear you without having an echo. Yeah, I've got a project coming up. I need this colors on.
Hello, Patrick. Yeah, I found some stainless steel yesterday. I have a filament, what is it? A resin dryer that I made out of a metal trash can a long time ago from Lowe's, and I ripped the lid off of it. It's stainless, and I was doing some engraving on it, but it was too dark and too small, so I need to get another video out probably tomorrow on stuff that I've been working on. That looked really good. Anybody has any questions in chat? I'm just kind of seeing what's going on here. Please ask. If you'd like to drop it on screen, you're welcome to. Yes, I have I think it's my 1 year anniversary on Twitch, being an affiliate. So if anybody has any affiliate sub, you'd like to use your Amazon sub, please do so over on Twitch. Please give me a follow. On YouTube, you can subscribe for free. And if you'd like to be a channel member, that'll help me out immensely. I really appreciate it.
And Patrick, since you're on here, I'm looking towards probably the first part of February ordering my Galvo. So I will be getting one.
Nice. Here's a picture I took yesterday. What I got going on. Let me find it.
Izzy, come on. The cat keeps walking back and forward.
I don't know where it went. This isn't it. No, that's a Christmas card I got from Sam Prentice and a sticker. I had a picture of my laser in here. I don't know where it went. We hadn't added it again.
I lose stuff all the time, man.
I just showed you the picture a bit ago, and now it disappeared. I don't know. Yeah, here's a picture right here. My current setup. I got some filament from Trevor Navarre 3D, and that's what I made that air duct out of. And then I couldn't get the adapter quite right to adapt to the hose. I put it in Tinkercad, and I couldn't get it done right. So I just incised it up a little bit, and I just taped it. But got a camera set up so I can film what I'm working on, and having a lot of fun with it.
Man, is that you?
Yeah, Matt's printer. It's normal.
I'm making.
I think the short's got like 2,400 views, Patrick, and my video on the alien's got like 1,200 views. So it didn't blow up like I wanted it to, but that's life.
Is
so.
it better now?
And since I upgraded the firmware on the X1 Carbon, it is very quiet. Sometimes I have to turn around to see if it's even printing. On some of the travel moves, I can hear, but most of it's really quiet.
Matt, did you update your firmware?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's new with you, Jeremy? What have you been working on?
This last week and probably this week coming up, I've been working at the local airport, doing some repairs at the hangars and putting some new doors in on the jet terminal. So, just doing my old school stuff, and couldn't wait to get back in here today to start running this testing.
That's stainless, right?
No, this is actually cold rolled steel.
Okay, well, that's what I meant to say, steel. Yeah.
Those are the sheets that you got. It's the same stuff.
Okay.
Why does it look like Nevada?
Where do you buy them at? You buy them locally?
I have a buddy of mine that works at a steel plant, probably about an hour and a half away. And he'll bring me some offcuts and some stuff, and I'll have some specific sizes that I'll talk to him about, and he'll just bring it up to me.
Nice.
And then I'll do him some favors for laser engraving and stuff, and we call it even. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, but that does look like Nevada. Don't you see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Where it drops down.
All in your mind, Kenny.
Well, I mean, Utah right there, and then California. Anyways. Okay.
Yeah, I've been engraving some business cards. I've done some slate. One of the pieces of slate, I engraved it real deep, and it actually started to burn through it. It had too many passes, but we've got a handful of things. I went out and bought a couple machetes at Harbor Freight and a big knife that I want to engrave, and just keep learning. So
Broad Acres should have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't been out there in forever.
I know. Neither do I.
Yeah, Patrick says your mic sounds great, Jeremy, live.
Awesome. Good. I'm glad. It was expensive, so it better sound good.
Yeah, some of your videos, it's real low, and some of them, it's fine. And
yeah, well, that's me trying to figure out editing, and sometimes I miss the volume adjust on that. So I'm getting better at that too.
Whenever I tape with my camera, I usually tape a test, pull out the SD card, put it in my computer, watch it to see if I like the sound and lighting, and then I go back and retape it. With my cell phone, I don't do that, but with my DSLR, I do. Yeah,
that's all I have is my cell phone, but now I've got a couple of these webcams that are supposedly 1080p, and I'm using OBS, so I can flip back and forth between my laser, and you can see my pretty face once in a while, and then I got Lightburn that I can pop up to show you what I'm doing in the settings and stuff, but I'm working on it. I'm getting better.
Thank you for the follow. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie, Homemade Jam 3D. Jamie, hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all? I'm better now. That COVID tried to kill me.
You took a bad fall a while back and got hurt pretty bad. How are you recovering all right?
You went on a trip?
I have to. What?
You went on a trip?
Yeah, a backwards trip. I fell up the stairs backwards.
Sorry about that. I mean,
but yeah, I had to have a CAT scan because I'm fused in my neck and in my lower vertebrae. So I got those results day before yesterday, and so now the neck one, they said they need to send the results to my neurosurgeon because I may have messed something up in my neck from falling on my butt.
Are your stairs carpeted?
No, it was outside. My husband was backing up his truck to the deck, and the stairs are not as wide as the bed of his truck. So I was standing on the stairs directing him back, and I went to go up a step backwards, and my heel didn't hit the step. And so that's what happened. And I lost my balance, and I fell just butt hit the step, and I felt it go like a shock all the way up my back. So yeah. And then I got COVID.
Jamie, you said you went. You said you had a CAT scan.
Yes.
So how would I scan this cat?
You're the same as I've got 4 cats.
You got to have a
It'll cost
really
me a
good
whole bunch of
3D
money.
scanner for that.
I love you, Jamie.
I know.
I'm sorry that it happened to you.
I know. My husband does the same thing. He's like, well, we got 4 cats here. Why do you got to go somewhere and get a cat scan?
Yeah, I'm glad that you're just better now, and hopefully they can fix your neck.
Yeah, I'm hoping that nothing's broken. If it's just, I don't know, maybe like when you get whiplash, or like if you get a compression, you know, sometimes all that is muscle that needs to just heal back up, because I really do not want another freaking surgery on my spine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much surgeried out. I'm sick of them.
I have some really bad backache.
Thank you, Daddy Wazzy.
In my back, or my left shoulder, right shoulder right here, and the 2 fingers right here, and this one, the fingertips are numb.
They're what?
The fingertips are numb.
See, that's how mine started. I had carpal tunnel surgery on this hand, and when I went back to the doctor, he said, how's everything going? And I said, great, except for I'm still numb right here, and I still keep dropping stuff, like, because I don't have good whatever,
Right.
you know. And I was just thinking
Your
that
feeling is gone. You know, your feeling is gone. Your touch of sense of touch is gone. You still
Right.
have touch, but you have to grip it really hard to verify that it's there. You know?
yeah. And he said, well, that's not carpal tunnel. That is nerves coming from C4, C5 probably, or C5, C6. And so for
You get some
years I have
C4?
been fighting
I know
migraines.
you have a C4.
My son gets really bad migraines. I've never had one.
Yeah, and my doctor just always told me they were tension headaches, tension migraines. And finally, once I got my neck fused, because there's actually 2 more discs that are bulging, but there was one disc that was herniated and causing stenosis, which narrowing of my spinal cord. And once that's fixed, I've not had a headache since until now. I've been having migraines again.
Wow.
But I think it's because I fell, and I think it's just something is pinched or whatever, because surely if a screw was broken, they would have seen that in the CAT scan. That would have been like something you need to get to the doctor now. So
Yeah.
that wasn't on the report. So hopefully it's Maker Mind Nexus. I just now looked at the chat.
I got a couple steel plates and screws in my foot, but they don't bother me.
In your butt?
My foot.
Okay.
I went
And
skydiving years ago.
right in the butt.
Skydiving years ago, and I snapped my leg down at my foot. You know, the 2 bones that connect to your foot.
I like that one.
Yep. I have one more surgery. I had to get foot surgery on the 19th, but they're just taking out a bone. So
Oh.
that's
Still,
not,
I passed out in 2019. I fell in the hallway, landed on my butt on the tile, and I've had severe pain on my tailbone for years. It finally, I think it went away, but it was really severe pain if I any kind of pressure on my tailbone at all.
yeah,
And they
compression
x-rayed it.
can mess you
X-rayed
up.
it. I thought if they cracked something. He said, no, it's just bruised. And they said, you may never get over it. But yeah, it hurt for years.
Well, I might as well throw my 2 cents in.
Okay.
I went to work out in Utah for a while for International Tradesman International staffing company. They do trades, and I was going to Ohio for corporate training, and that Thursday morning before I had to fly to back east, I fell down the stairs in the house we're leasing. So I get it. So I have a picture of myself in front of the Hard Rock, because me and one of the guys one night after training went to see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Sorry, and I had a black eye. So yeah, I get falling down the stairs. And everybody said, "Oh, I lied about that. That should have sounded like you should see the other guy." No, I fell down the damn stairs.
You got in a
And
bar
the
fight.
and the funny thing, going to the VA to get checked out before I flew. My wife's driving me to the VA because I'm all, you know.
No, go.
You know what you
Uh,
should have said?
Bob, let me finish. Bob Dylan came on XM. Everything's broken.
Oh my god. Oh man.
You know what you should have said? I
What?
float myself down the stairs so I don't have to come to this meeting.
No, I had a good time out there in Ohio,
Yeah, I know that's just a joke.
and checking out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was cool.
Yeah, I've never been, but I would love to go see
I
it.
gotta see Jimmy. I gotta see Jimmy's guitar.
The snow disappeared again on Twitch. Oh no, there it is behind my name. Okay, I see it. It's hiding.
You're hiding the snow, huh? Yeah, it's over in the corner. Yeah.
Look at my little
Got
pump.
8 people watching on Twitch and
Is
23
that
on
from
YouTube.
STL Flicks?
No,
Oh,
it's
Daniel.
from Matt Meyer Makes. Isn't he the cutest?
You made a possum, huh?
Yep. And now he's I did a MacGyver's raccoon, but my granddaughter took them all. But now Matt has to make me a raccoon because these are just too dang cute.
Nice.
Look at him. Look at him.
You got that from where?
This is Matt Meyer Makes.
Oh,
He does all the cute little flexy animals. And I'm just about halfway done with Bruce.
Nice.
He was supposed to be for Christmas, but then I fell. Then I did Michael for my brother-in-law. He was actually given for a Christmas gift, and then when my brother-in-law was opening it, he opened it too rough and he broke the knife, so I had to re-glue the knife and yeah. So
Looks good.
thank you. Your alien is freaking amazing.
one
Big.
thing about falling,
Huge.
Jay, one thing about falling downstairs, it's okay until you get that sudden stop.
Yeah.
Dump. And that was a hard kitchen floor. Hard.
It always is when you land on something that's not supposed to be landed on.
No, I
Question-
fell down a set of basement stairs a long time ago and put my arm up to stop my fall, and I hit the third step from the bottom. There was a 10-foot ceiling down there, and the doctor, when I went to get a cast on my wrist, told me to stop putting my arm over my head when I fall. I about slapped him.
God. Oh man. I'm just glad the house I live in now is one story. I love it.
Yeah, we get suicide stairs here where I live. I mean, the stairs are very steep here.
Yeah, a lot of like other countries, the stairs are like a secondary thought. They're like,
No, I don't have nothing.
how you
No.
get from
No.
first floor to second floor? It's or
Hey, some have not stairs; they have ladders. You know.
yeah.
Jerry, do that again.
Do what?
The two pictures you just did. I was gonna say something, and you do it again.
I've seen
Get
it
away
in the
from
out.
here, you bitch!
I've seen it in south of Germany and.
Get away from here, you bitch! Okay,
But
there
that's
we go.
that's not the queen. She was talking to the queen when she said that.
Oh, well, it's been a long time. Okay,
Yeah.
I know it's in the movie somewhere.
Yeah, doggy wants a treat, and then I give her a rip, and then she wants another one. And she barks at me. Yep.
Oh.
Oh wow, Louise.
Yeah. That's why I call them suicide stairs. But in Germany, part of Germany, and Austria and Switzerland, you can rent like little cottages. There you go, then the Alps basically, and you have downstairs your living room, and then you have to, if you want to go to bed, you have to go up a ladder to go to bed. Like in the second.
A loft. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loft. Because it's warmer, up there. So.
How many rows do you have on the left there, Jeremy? Like 12?
Those are 4mm squares, and I think it's 10 down and 14 across.
Okay.
I didn't realize that it went back to 4, and I like the bigger ones. So this other one's like 7 or 8 by 10 now. It's about the same size square.
Looks really nice.
How big is that machine?
Mine's a 60-watt MOPA, same as Jerry's.
Okay.
And this piece of steel is a 10 by 12, and I'm going to fill the entire thing up on this one side with my 300 grids, just so I have something to go by.
Some are saying 100 is overkill if I go with the 100, but I just look at it this way. This is going to probably be my one and only. So I want something that's extremely versatile. So if later down the line I happen to get into something or find something in the community that I like, I want to be able to do it. That's all. Like right now, I only have a 10 watt. I mean, it's a great laser, for diode, but that's only a 10. And
yeah, it depends on what you're getting into. I mean, what do you want to do with your laser? Because I thought I was going to get into some stuff that I'm probably not. And so I'm glad I have a 60, because if you go up to 100, 120, you're going to have a harder time doing the softer stuff because your power's not going to be low enough. You're going to just burn right through some things. So it's a balancing act. I'm glad I got the 60. I'll probably upgrade eventually to like a 80 or 100 watt, but I can cut through just about anything I need to cut through with a 60.
Can't you get different heads for them?
Yeah, I've got 4 lenses for mine. I got a 110.
No. I mean the whole lens part or the whole.
It's connected to the laser source, I think. So I'm not sure how that works, but you got to change the laser source out and it pops everything in. Patrick could be the guy to ask about that. He's done it more than I have.
Yeah,
because I've done
Jerry,
it.
Jerry Cooper, the Raleigh is an all-in-one unit. It's very well built. I've had many diode lasers.
Yeah, it's a great laser.
You might want to upgrade the fan that comes in it. It has a small fan in the back to exhaust, but it's an all-in-one complete unit. It's very well built. There's a great community surrounding it. And like I say, you don't have to go out and buy all these separate things to add to it and pay a lot more money. It's the best bang for your buck out of the last. I've reviewed maybe 6 or 7 diode lasers, and I have the 10, and then I got the 10 by 20, and it's the best laser I've ever had up to this point on diode lasers. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, the 20s even got a built-in jig, right?
No, I didn't get the jig with it. I'd have to buy that separate.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been working on the new Luban software, CMYK colors. So I've been begging him for that for a long time to do this. Now finally it's coming out, and we're still in the testing phases, getting the colors right and the numbers right. So, yeah, now we want to extend it now to a bigger group of people who can try it. And if you have CMYK color from Bamboo, go over to Luban and join us in the next couple of days. There should be an update out, a release for CMYK. You find it under Lithophanes. Will be the 15th Lithophane in the group. And everybody is welcome who have CMYK colors and voice their opinion and recommendation. And, any ideas? So please spread it, let other people know who do Lithophanes, and I would appreciate that. I can do a little taster. Not perfect, the color. It's still kind of candy color, but it's getting there. after like in this area is still a problem. But you can see this line coming across. I'm working on this right now to get rid of this. And the clouds are yellow. This is what we're also working on. And also the blue needs to come out stronger. So yeah, and it's a very different way of doing CMYK because as far as I understand, that's the thicker you make your lithophane, thickness of it. So let's say minimum is 1 mil, the maximum is 4 mil, and I would increase it to 5 mil the max. Then the colors will get deeper too, because the picture is bigger. And we have another mind. We want to print not only flat, we want to print vertically. You know, once we will be able to print this vertically, the resolution of the pictures will increase at least 5-fold, 6-fold, I believe.
Jerry Cooper, I'd suggest get a pen and paper, go to YouTube, watch everybody's videos on the Lasermatic machine, the MK2 from Rolly, and join the Facebook group, see what people say about this and that. And then, you know, you have something to compare your notes to other products that are out there,
Right.
so you can make an informed decision on what you may or may not want and what price range.
Right.
Yes, okay.
What I said earlier, Matt, I just want to intersect something. What I said about that only being a 10 watt, it's still a great laser. Trust me. It does all kinds of stuff. I've made drawers, wooden drawers for my shed here. It's made coasters. It's done all kinds of cool stuff. The fibers that we're talking about, with some people that don't know, they do steel and all that. They do the harder to do materials. But as far as this being a dial, it's a great laser, like we're all saying. And then, yes, it is. I agree with Jerry wholeheartedly.
10
Sorry,
watt,
Matt.
20 watt, everybody at a 10 watt would be perfectly happy with it. If you have the money, you want to get a 20 or 30, go for it. It's a little more money, but a 10 watt will probably do anything you're ever going to want to do with it. If
And
you get
Leo,
a 20 watt,
Leo, the owner, he's cool.
yeah.
Here you go. That's another picture. This one is made with, I can't tell filament right now, but this is a new filament company.
Thank you.
Filament company. They're known, but they're doing some nice colorations too right now. So, but it's still also work in process.
Hey, Matt, you got a question.
Thank you.
Is that litho use only the CM or CYMK colors?
What's with the CMYK colors?
Louisiana.
Yeah, those are all CMYK colors. Like I can put you here in the back.
Oh.
You see those the box right there? They go the 4 colors in: white, red, magenta, cayenne, and yellow. So white, cayenne, magenta, and yellow goes in those boxes, and then you do filament changes. Depends on the lithophane you have, the size, the thickness. So standard is mostly 14 up to I think 32 changes. Depends if you have 1.5, 1 point to 1 minimum mil to max 5 mil. That's when you get 32. Yeah.
Oh,
Jamie, I hot glued the tail on the Alien, so if it ever has to leave the house, I can pop it with a putty knife or something. Because if I would have glued it on, then it can't move.
You'd have been stuck.
Yeah, instead of black, we use white. White filament. You can contact me and I can take custom orders if you like.
How should they contact you? On Facebook?
Yes, Facebook.
Do you have an email address you want to share for those people that aren't on Facebook?
No, I have no email address right now. I have one I'm working on, but still setting it up. Best thing is always over Facebook. I do everything over Facebook. I want to keep everything in one place because it makes it easier for me. Because people can send pictures to Facebook, and so and their address.
What are you doing over there?
Yeah.
Pilfering?
For some reason, I don't have a lot to talk about today. I'm just not real lively. I don't know.
I know.
Same here.
I kind of draw a mind blank right now because my arm's searching. Right
I
now,
showed off what I was working on, and now I'm trying to book hotels.
We need Sam
still
Prentice to the
booking.
rescue. If he's listening, come in now.
I got to do that too for something in April.
Oh, this is 6 weeks in May and June. Scotland and
Oh.
England.
So it's not just damn. Yeah, mine's only for a weekend.
Please
Reunion.
enjoy it.
It's
If
a
you-
lot.
Here's a link if you'd like to join in. Hello, Britt. Thank you very much. How you doing?
Just beat me to it, Jerry.
What's up, Britt? I ain't seen you in a while, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Here's trouble, tripod.
Hey, tripod.
What's
That
up,
is the one
tripod?
regret. That is the one regret I got about Germany. I should have traveled more.
My husband says the same thing. He was 2 years in Germany in the army, and he said, there was smart guys that took off every weekend on the train and went somewhere. He said, we just partied.
Well, yeah, same here. But I did make it to Paris, to the Paris Air Show. So I did go on the tower. And for anybody wants to know, don't try to be a hero and do the steps, because me and
Thank
another
you
guy
for the
tried to
follow.
do this.
Thank you.
Because
Yeah.
there's two ways you can go up: elevator or steps. And me and this other guy, let's try the steps on the Eiffel Tower. We made it to the first level.
Oh my God. Yeah, Britt, it's looking like we're going to stay in New York 3 days after we come back. So that'll be June 19th, 20th, and 21st. We'll be in New York.
I didn't
So-
want to think about the 26. 66. Ouch.
You can get CMYK colors from Polymaker too, but you have to select them individually out of the color scheme they have in PLA. They have magenta, they have like an aqua blue, and the yellow is good too, but the color coordination is not very good yet. So it still needs to be changed, the color.
Hey, Chris Mink, how you doing today?
What's up, Chris?
Who are you calling nerds? I feel offended now. No, I'm a super nerd. Remember that.
I'm happy to call myself a nerd.
Yeah. I'm not
Jeremy,
even-
why are you blocking off part of that black paper just so it don't reflect?
That's why he keeps this special.
His mic is off. I wonder if he's gone.
No,
There
I'm
he is.
sorry. I'm talking on the phone to somebody else.
Okay.
I do that because the light bounces off the steel and it comes up into the camera and it kind of messes with the lighting. So it
Okay.
makes the shading come down. I am going to get off here in a few minutes. I'm going to probably get off here now. I've got to do a few things outside and I'm going to be leaving the laser. So
All right.
appreciate you having me on, guys.
Appreciate you coming on. You're always welcome. Keep up the great work.
All right, cool. Have a good stream.
Take care.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And then there were 4. We can have up to 10 at a time. Anybody in chat, if you'd like to drop in and I know who you are, you're welcome to do so.
Because I've only seen him once. That was traffic. That was the airport dude, right? Am I right?
Airport dude?
Yeah, was that him, Jeremy?
No.
Because I only
You're thinking
seen the airport guy last week. The guy
Jason.
lives up.
Yeah, it was Jason.
not-
He lives in Henderson. Yeah, okay. He's the one that's from the rat rigs and bamboo.
Jason. So it's not Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, different guy.
Okay.
Different guy.
Yeah.
Right. Because I've only seen him once.
H-Chill Holsters. Jeremy is a laser guy in the fiber
Okay.
lasers, for the channel on fiber lasers.
Okay.
The other one is IT Tech.
Yeah, because he never came on camera, so I didn't know.
Chris Riley was streaming this morning with his wife, and I asked him if he'd seen my big alien. He said, no, I hadn't. So he found some pictures of it, and he showed it during his stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another man in the back room popping in. I think his name is Chaz Bacon. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, cheese bacon.
Cheese Bacon. Hello, hello. How are you?
Two of my favorite things. I guess it could be like cheese, 3D printing maker, electronics nerd, Linux
From
nerd,
chocolates to cheese.
chocolate connoisseur, bacon. You could, yeah. There's a lot of things I could, but that nickname would be very wrong. Yeah.
So those people that don't know, what do you do and where do you live?
I live in Colorado, and I had seen someone mentioning Rocky Mountain. That's my doggo somewhere. I had seen you guys mentioning Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest, which is the tickets are open for that now. So I'll definitely be there. I was there for the inaugural year last year.
Nice.
Very cool. But no, I'm just a maker, a nerd at heart. Trying to learn Fusion. I'm trying to get into some streaming stuff maybe here in the new year, and attempted to do a 52 design challenge last year, a new design every week. That didn't go as good as I wanted, but life hits you hard sometimes. So I've been working to try and hit that resolution this year to do 52 new designs. So
awesome. What kind of 3D printers do you have? What do you prefer?
Well, I mean, I started with an Ender, I think, like a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And I still think, I know there are people on both sides of that fence, right? But I still think for the price, the Ender is a great printer to get into, especially for those people that don't want to invest a lot of money out of the gate because they don't know if they're going to like it or not, if this is going to be something they're into. But I started with an Ender 3, customized that out quite a bit. And then moved over to a Prusa MK3. And so I've been using that since then, and then donated my Ender to a good friend of mine,
Nice.
who is an engineer by trade. And so he's using it now, and some of the stuff that he's making, prints are coming out better than I could have ever got him out of that Ender. And so it's really cool to pass it on to someone else who's now enjoying the hobby and like really getting into it.
Yeah, I had an Ender. I gave it to my worst enemy.
Well, that too. I mean, like I said, there's people on both sides of that fence, man. I think
started out with CR10s, and I was into Enders, and then I got into this, that, and everything. And right now, my favorite printer is my Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon. I have a couple cheaty iFasts, and I'm into resin printing. A little bit of anything and everything, lasers.
Right.
The original Enders, I think, were not so good. I had an Ender what I repaired from my friend several times, until I told him to do some upgrades to it, and he did, and it was with linear build. It's just a nice little machine. Right. And he changed the motherboard out. He changed stepper motors out. I mean, he built everything brand new, and it was working really nicely afterwards.
Yeah, I really want to get into I really want to get a laser. I really want to get a laser. I really want to kind of get into that a little bit. And then, I've seen and heard so much about the bamboo, and so far I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen and heard, but I'm also never that person to buy the brand new thing the first time out of the gate. Like I want a couple of years of revisions and showing that a company is going to last longer than just a pop-up. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like Bamboo Labs is going to be one of those companies that sticks around for a while. So
they have history, because They're formerly DJI.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I got speed bump boots. I got hooked on it.
Yeah, I mean they're freaking awesome, dude. They're excellent looking machines. You know that I think that
they're almost perfect. They're almost perfect. That's what I can say.
yeah.
Yeah,
The only
that's-
real negative I've heard has been that the spools. Like if you get cardboard spools and different spools can kind of, not they have drag on them, so you can get like issues. But then I hear there's like things you print and snap onto the sides of your spools now, or
I've
Mine
never had
has-
trouble.
Mine has only one spool that's not cardboard in there right now.
and it works great. You've
Yeah,
never had
Everything, yeah, works
My
fine.
Polymaker worked fine. People talk about dust, and I've never printed the rings. I run Polymaker spools that are cardboard. My MS, they work fine. When a spool gets really light, it tends to want to hop and not spin properly. So you can print out a desiccant weight basically and put in it.
it sits
Or
in
you
it.
can go out in the garage and grab a Craftsman socket and set that in there, and it'll roll with it, and that works fine too.
Right.
The
Right.
plastic
Okay.
ones do that too, though. The plastic ones get light, so
Yeah.
they both
And
have the
plus-
same.
So just
issue
as
with
you're
that.
running low on filament, yeah, you're
And
going to
plus-
start to want to
You're
kind of
in it.
pull instead of pull the
Yeah,
spool
when they-
instead of pull the filament.
When they
I'm trying to
retract,
make mine's a P1S too.
And the shell alone for the MS, I think it's on its third or fourth revision. So they're constantly improving it.
I was one that held out because I was holding out for a larger printer. I have a thing with big printers.
Oh,
Everybody
gotcha.
knows.
The CR10 V2 was my first printer, and
Okay.
so I was holding out for a larger bamboo. Never happened. So finally, I got sick of seeing everybody making these really cool things. So Black Friday this year is when I bought mine.
Nice. What was
And-
shipping
Yeah.
like with it? Like a week turnaround to get it in?
No,
after you
it
ordered
was
it?
it was like 3 days.
Oh,
But
damn.
I'm in Arkansas, and it was shipped from like Houston, I think. So
Okay.
it was not very far.
Got you.
if I get another bamboo, it's going to be a P1S. I don't like the goofy little screen. I don't like the lower quality camera. But as far as print quality, it'll do everything that Maximum Carbon will do with
Yeah.
all the bells and whistles.
I love my P1S. I don't do time lapse on FDM. I do time lapse for resin, and I don't really. I mean, I'll get on my phone and check to make sure that my print's still going, but I get a notification if I don't. I mean, if it's not running, so I don't really need the camera for anything.
Well, Jamie, remember I burned up my other DSLR. The shutter went out because I took so many resin lapse pictures with Uncle Jesse's cable. Then when we bought the new one, the camera you recommended, I bought. And then occasionally it started having trouble where it was shutting off. It's like, why is it shutting off the time lapses? So I just quit using it on time lapses. So now I open the cover, I take some random pictures for like 10 seconds, and then I just stitch those together when I do a video rather than having a complete time lapse, because I was starting to have issues with my new camera, and I don't want to kill the new camera. Wear out the shutter. Because every time you film with a camera taking a picture, every layer, it's like 4,000 pictures for one video.
Mhm.
And that's a lot of shutter clicks. You're wearing the camera out.
Which camera did you go with?
A Canon DSLR. I forget which one it is.
Okay.
SL3. It's the same one I have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an SL3.
Cool.
I film a lot of my videos. Whenever I do a video, I either use that or I use my cell phone.
And you're using a dummy battery, right?
Yeah. I plug it in all the time.
It's weird that it's shutting off. It's
Yeah,
got to be a setting.
Yes, there probably is a setting. I know it will like back behind me over there in that's my little camera bag. I've upgraded now to the Sony A7R III, which is like a full frame DSLR. But I was using the Sony A6000 for a while, and that's one that gets recommended, I know, quite often for streaming and content creation. But it does have a thing where it's prone to shut off every 30 minutes if it's running on regular battery, because it'll overheat, I guess, as the battery depletes. It exudes heat, and so it would heat up, and it would like prompt you to shut it off or just shut it off. But using a dummy battery, it worked fine.
I think, Jamie, that camera's got Wi-Fi on it, but I always pull out the SD card and I transfer it manually on my computer.
Yeah, if I do, sometimes if I do a video or something with it, I'll send it Bluetooth to my to my computer. But for me, it's easy. It's just to take the card out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm old school.
Yeah.
I think it's faster too. It may be
Yeah.
more convenient to do it wirelessly, but like if you want the file right now,
Yeah.
just pull it out of the camera.
That's
then
the same thing like if you have Alexa light, and it takes like 5 seconds before the light comes on, and you just have to walk across the room. It takes you 1 second to switch on the switch.
You know, sometimes you can't walk.
I got a new Galaxy S23 2 or 3 months ago, something like that. And right away, when I go to plug it in to transfer files on my computer, I get that error like there's moisture in the connector. And it's like an alarm going off. So then I have to take the file, upload it to my Google Drive, and then it takes sometimes forever. And then I got to re-download my file. So
Yeah, I'll be
weird.
taking a hard look at the 24 because my 20 is getting to be hard to hear on it for my wife and me. I mean, I turn it all the way up, and we can hardly hear the person.
Yeah.
So I'll be
I've
looking
got
at the
a
24.
S21
But
Plus
and I
Ultra.
don't do Apple. I bleed green.
Yeah,
Same.
I don't do Apple either. I like to be able to do things.
Yeah, I'm just stuck on the Pixel devices.
Oh my god!
I've had this for
Pixel
4
is a nice
years.
camera. I mean, the Pixel is a nice phone. It has a great camera.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
little camera.
The 20. I mean, they call the Ultras now the Notes. Is what they told me when I went to T-Mobile to get her phone because she's got a 23, and but I have a
So they
Note
went
20.
back to the Note.
Yeah, the Note 20. No, I'm saying I have a Note 20. Okay, and the guy in the store told me. I said, "What happened with the Notes after 20?" He goes, "The Ultras are now the new Notes." You know, in other words,
Yeah.
they just dropped the name Note.
Yeah. I always had a Note before, and then I got rid of my Note to get the 7, the one that kept blowing up for people.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
The one that was like,
I got the 8 because it came with VR, with virtual reality, with the 8.
yeah. And so then I had to turn in my phone. And what did I got something that I didn't like. I think that's when I got this S21 because the Note was not available anymore. But I like my S21 Plus Ultra.
And you know how close I come to Apple? Hackintosh, but that's been years.
Yeah, I built one of those. I don't know, probably 6 years ago.
It was fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking back. Well, I have a lame claim to fame. I used to do tech support for Clearwire. Remember Clearwire?
I don't.
The first 4G in the nation.
Oh, yeah.
Before it was LTE.
Very cool.
I never heard of it.
So yeah, it was part of Sprint. Remember Sprint?
Oh yeah.
I was with Sprint. I was with Sprint for years, and
Same.
now I'm with T-Mobile. So I've been, probably 20 years with Sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's up, Kate?
Yeah, I was probably with Sprint
Kate.
for
How you doing today?
a good handful of years for sure.
Congratulations on your win.
What'd you win?
I believe over at
Hey, Pete?
Hello, Pete.
what's the leather show called from your friend again? The
What?
Juliana leather.
Laser Maker's Realm?
Yeah. She won one of those little statues over there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I think she won third place. First place, I'm not sure.
Okay.
What little while
Yeah, I
ago, but it
didn't watch all that live stream, so I missed it. I watched part of it.
I seen it. Yeah.
Hey Jerry, which printer is that right over your right shoulder with the lightning bolt on the side of it? Is that a Bamboo?
Underneath that Pit Droid, that's a Cheedy X+3, and then the really, let's see, where's it at? The big one, which you can't. Let's see here.
Yeah, I was talking about the little guy with like the white side panel and the lightning bolt. Yeah. Right. Say little guy. It's massive. Oh, okay.
It's a Cheaty iFast. They're like $2,500 bucks. They were originally. This is an X+3 by Cheaty, which I don't really like it. This is a pre-release. They recalled all these machines right when I reviewed it and had a lot of problems. This is one of those earlier machines. Then my X1 Carbon here. Then I got a Fruit Mini over there that I don't use. And then my wife has an FL Sun here. And then I got some in another room that I don't print with. Then I have my HyperCube 400 by 400 by 500. That's a Ziltech Core XY that I built a long time ago, sitting back there. I need to do some work on it. And then this big giant alien is on a rolling base, and I got a big table that I do videos and stuff on that's full of junk. So if I kind of move the table over here and my chair out of the way, I can roll the alien over there and put the table over here. I don't have much room. And then I have shelves, junk, and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I was watching Brit's stream the other night, and she had pulled up your alien and was showing like the video, dude.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Freaking incredible looking, dude.
Yeah, the aliens from Wicked.
I don't even want to ask how much in filament that costs.
30. Well, if you watch my video, right at the beginning of the video, I have all the rolls stand up.
Oh, do you? I need to go watch the video then.
Oh, Kate, thank you very much. Super sticker, $50. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love donations. I really appreciate you and all that you do for my channel. Thank you. Yeah, here's a little one from Wicked that I did 100% scale. And the big one is based off of that I did. I went into Luban. Matt German, which is on screen, helped me cut it up in Luban. I'm not that familiar with the program. And we cut the file up in 3 different parts, and we went into 3D Builder and had to modify a few things. And yeah, Polymaker sponsored all the filament. It's around 35 rolls. I contacted Polymaker, and they'd give me a code for 4 to 8 rolls at a time. And then I would print that up once that was done. And I put out a video on one of 4 videos, and I would ask for more filament on Discord. Then it'd take a few weeks. I get more codes, I get more filament. And then Gloop sponsored all the glue. And then Luban, the software, which I've had Luban for years, but I'm plugging Luban as in they're a sponsor because I don't pay for their software. I've got it free for years from Luban whenever I choose to do a project with it. And the files are from Wicked 3D. So
very cool, man.
Then the mother alien, which I'm not going to make big, is right here. That's much bigger than the small one. And then I have the Ripley with their power loader. Let me grab it. I printed out all the cables for the hydraulics in resin, but I decided I bought a bunch of tubing for a fish tank. And I haven't put them on it yet, but there's Ripley.
Dude.
It still needs a little more work, but it's cool. It's all done in resin.
Very cool, man.
So, imagine if this was like, 10 foot tall? That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Life size, so you could actually climb inside of it.
My wife still knows.
Kate is the only one that has seen what I was doing.
And for everybody who just joined us,
and I don't like SpongeBob, but I got this for Christmas, so.
Love it.
And everybody who just joined us, Luban also does right now work on CMYK colors, the program, so you can create your own STL files for the things. So yeah, it's very exciting right now, and I'm one of the people who is involved in the testing phase.
Thanks has a contest going on right now on a bunch of different models, and Stephen Poole, I believe, is in 1st and 2nd place. Everybody go over Thangs, give him a thumbs up, and maybe he'll win some money. I wanted to enter it, but the models that I printed from Photos Mint, I bought on other sites. Are not from Thangs, so I can't enter. Maybe next week. But yeah. Oh, ladies, Josh, Recreator 3D. Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys? And ladies.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear me?
Hope you're good.
Yeah, how's it going, man? How are you?
Good, good. Just
Thank you,
catching
Pez.
in. Been listening for a little bit. Pop in.
Oh, and Pez Liz is in the contest also. So go over to Thangs and Pez Liz or Stephen Poole. Give them likes on their models, and maybe they'll win.
Pez is here.
Where's it?
That's
I
funny.
can hear a cricket.
Yeah, that happened on Recent Chat.
That's pretty funny. Stephen Poole's in first and second, and Pez is in third. That's pretty great. Love it.
What the winning?
Yeah.
No, what they're winning. What's on price?
Thank you for the 25 bits on Twitch. Thank you very much.
It's the maker leaderboard on things. I think you get like a gift card or something like that.
All right, cool.
$50, or I think it based on whatever place you get like a gift card for a certain amount.
All right.
Man, now
Matt.
I'm craving Pez candy.
Pez candy.
Dang it.
Matt, how's that CMYK feature in Luban now, like compared to others?
It's still in development and testing period. We still needs to be some work to be done and some testing before the official release comes out, but we're in the beta phase. So we're letting people now test out in the next couple days. I think he's going to release it. So people can do for themselves, but the color quality is not there yet.
Thank you for the follow.
Good to see the addition regardless.
Yeah, I have some samples here. Let me sharpen it up.
I mean, from what I've been looking at, they look pretty good to me.
Hey, Betty Boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not so much. Like what could you improve on?
I look at a lot of pictures, and each picture is unique in some ways. Like this one right here is the last one I printed, and this one compared to like this one was the first one. You see how compared this one to this one. This one is much more sharper compared to
That's
that
my
one.
wife, Brandy, in another room, everybody, if you want to say hi to her.
And that's a little bit thicker, where the color was a little bit more enhanced. But I still have some problems down here. We have some ghosting, I think, of different color, but that might be the mixture or how the color cleared. I'm not sure. It's Lu Chen who does the color orientation. He keeps it very hush-hush. And
I forgot we have giveaways today. We'll give away Ziltech filament, and later we'll give away a roll of Polymaker.
Oh, and one more. Sure.
Your new channel, or did I miss? I came to stream late. Yep, my channel on YouTube is 3DHP at 3DHP. I've got around 5,600 subscribers on YouTube.
Is that the same? Is that the same filament that throughout?
No, two different companies.
Okay.
That's Polymaker and.
That's gonna make a huge difference on how things come through, right?
Well, Polymaker is still working on it. So. And CMYK from Bamboo. It's very colorful. I like it, but it's very powerful in the picture because not all pictures will come out good.
It's like I like the color pop on the one that's on my right, but I love the detail that it'd be cool if there was like a hybrid of the two.
Yeah, we need to find the
detail with the contrast of that pop in color.
And this is what Lu Chen does. He's the one who have to give how many millimeters of color have to be positioned on that location.
Here's my YouTube channel, everybody. If you'd like to go over, it's free to subscribe. Everybody on Twitch and YouTube, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It's free to do so. Trying to grow my channel.
Because you have also quite a bit white out with CMYK colors with Bamboo.
He was hiding behind that.
But this is because mainly of the software. Bamboo colors are fine. The thing is the software. So the litho maker, he's one of the first websites who created CMYK software for it, and I still think it needs to be improved, his version, because it's very old and he didn't work on it for a long time. So I sent him a message like a month ago, an email, but I didn't hear anything back yet. And to ask him if he needs help to make his program better. Because at that time I was not working with Luben together to make Luben CMYK colors. So, yeah. I just hope he has done.
I just love the community behind Luban and the fact that I used to do work for school photography, and oh my god, I gotta disable that. And we had a custom software that was built for just what we were doing on the back end, and the fact that we've got that with Luban is amazing. Just you can toss anything at him for ideas to implement back into the software, and he's very open to it. And then again, once you've got the community involved on Facebook, you've got beta testers. Everybody's bringing their aspect back to it. For me, it brings me back to that.
Awesome super chat.
And I was able to, I don't know, when I lost that job, I lost that aspect of being able to hit up a software engineer and just say like, love the new aspect that you tossed into the last update, but it broke this, and also the new implementation of what you did, if you did this and that, would tweak it on a whole other level. And so the fact that they're very open to changes and ideas is just amazing. So
Yeah, what I like also is Luben is versatile. Like you can create a part in this program in Luben and then transfer it to that part.
Hey, Parkway. How you doing?
Luben, and
sure, like the
new.
fact that it's now a slicer and everything too, it's full circle. I always said it was the MacGyver's Swiss Army knife for
Thank
3D
you, Kate.
printing. And the more it keeps going, he just keeps adding features to it. So it's nice because ultimately, like, you should, if you're into it, buy it, buy it soon.
Too.
Yep. Because it's just going to keep increasing in price as it goes along. Because ultimately, it's great for the fact that you're going to be bringing in. Sorry, I have all these notifications popping up. It's going to just be growing the aspect of the software. So I think, oh my God, there's at least 28 features, if not more than that. I'm sure Matt, you
Josh,
would know
didn't
more
you just
than me.
make a bottle grinder from Michael Teaching Tech? You
Yep,
sent me a video or something.
I broke it.
Uh-oh.
So I'm currently, I didn't build it. One of my community members built it and got me so excited that I asked to buy it from them. So we worked something out. But it's pretty cool. That's some
awesome.
of just my pet that I needed to. I've got pounds of bad pulls from just doing pultrusion on the recreator. And I'm sure we all have rolls of filament in front of us that we'd like to toss into the trash can because that's where it belongs. But ultimately, if we can pelletize it and then bring in at least another 50% or 25% into the mix with maybe even some other recycled filament from another brand, we get a good mixture of working with the ArtMe that is currently being printed. I got another 60 parts or so.
Wow.
So that, if you don't have a shredder, I'm sure, again, a lot of us maybe have that cheap roll of filament that we bought off eBay or something in between that, was like, oh, that was a deal. It was $5. Yeah. $5 for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's probably, and so this was working well until I took my $5 roll that should be in the trash and tried to I think I went too fast with it, and ultimately I'm now taking it apart. Again, I didn't build it, so
what is it?
it's a pelletizer.
Oh, pelletizer.
Yep.
Okay, so question right there then, because I know you're into all that
All that jazz.
recycling. Can you do that with like, let's say I got some silk laying around, and after a while silk gets very brittle. I mean, snaps, and it's aggravating. I mean, what do you and it's almost like 3/4 of it's full. Can you can you repelletize old silk or something like that?
You can try it and keep using it.
You could do that
But
too.
it's snapping, it's breaking, and you can't run it through a machine.
You can dry it though, and it'll still run. I've got silks that are Amazon returns from Yusu that are probably close to 5 years old that I still dry it and use it. And
it's like carbon fiber, some bamboo carbon fiber. The free rolls we got, Kenny. I opened one up yesterday out of the foil pack, and it snaps like toothpicks, the whole thing. So you got to be very careful when you load it.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's dry, and it'll work.
You run a dryer while you print
bamboo stuff.
I run a lot of the
AMS,
unless it's in
right?
bamboo, but if I'm printing on a Creality or the Geetech or anything, I print directly from the dryer.
Jerry,
I have a dryer on the other side of my printer.
What, Matt?
Luban might ask Chen if Luban comes out with a slicer for CNC, and he says he's thinking about it. That's a good sign.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to implement that at all.
I got my SameSmart 4040 out in the garage. It looks like a mini Onefinity.
It's so awesome too for CNC, for 3D printing. Again, if you only have, I mean, you could have a build plate that's 100 by 100 by 100, like just a small little dinky thing that could potentially end up building a life-size statue if you're that diligent.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get in CNC because.
How many parts was the alien, Jerry?
A lot. I put out
a lot.
And again, what's the build volume on them overall? Like, what was each chunk?
Big.
Well, they were sliced to fit my Cheaty iFast, but then some of the prints fit on the bamboo, and the bamboo prints a lot faster than the iFast. And I took a bunch of parts and cut them down and printed them on the bamboo, running in standard mode. That is, I don't speed anything up on it. Standard mode is plenty fast.
So you're on like 200 by 200 by 200?
35 rolls of filament.
Well, I just gave you a sub there on YouTube, so I'm gonna go later on today and watch the video you posted up. Last week, earlier this week or something.
A couple days ago, and then I done a short. My wife interrupted my taping, and a friend of mine, Patrick from White Source Engraving, he's like, "You need to cut that out and make it a short." So then I cut out that scene and made it a short. Interrupted me when I was taping.
I thought that was funny.
And I was going to comment that so bad. It's like taping. How about recording? Taping has been not around for years.
It was like it's too big.
Thank you very much.
Too effing big.
I mean, I figured that was the general response. If I know B's okay with some of my antics, but if I started building a giant,
at the time when she said it, I got extremely pissed about her saying it because I was taping, and I made a nice comment to her back, and then I figured I'd go, well, I'll just cut this out of the video, and then I watched it. I'm like, no, I'll just leave it in. Why not? And then I guess it went over well. I had like 2,400 people watch this short, so it went over good.
Send you to the moon.
Yeah.
Joe, I put it in for a couple hours and then one of my dryers has a humidity level, and it'll tell me that it's getting down to like 14%, and I'll go ahead and start printing. But I print from the dryer, so the dryer stays going the whole time it's printing. Mm-hmm. But I give it a couple hours before.
So it's nylon, Kenny, that you're having issues with?
Silk.
Silk. I hate silk.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I mean, so I always thought silk needed to be spent hotter, and obviously that's a false. So it tends to be better for me to run it lower, and I like to feed it in direct drives more than standard
Silk does
Bowden.
also expand. That's what I realized.
And
It's more temp-
yeah, the expansion blows my
Yeah.
mind actually how much it expands.
Mhm.
But yeah,
You're
I
right,
don't know.
no.
I
I
avoid
don't-
silk.
I don't
like
print
it.
silk slower, but I do print silk hotter, not like super hot. 217 to 219 is about what most silks like as far as on mine. But I print with a bigger nozzle. I print with a 0.6 nozzle.
I
Or
I
a
would think that
0.8.
expansion. I would think that expansion would be your climate, because I don't think Jerry, have you ever had expanding silk?
Oh my god, that's a conversation on its own amongst everybody probably in this room.
Oh, for sure.
It looks like Ziltech is starting to make a lot of their filament in the United States. They did have a company in China, their company that made it in China, shipped it to Texas. It appears that they are possibly doing all their filament in Texas now, or at
Very
least some
cool.
of it.
Nice.
Cool.
And we're going to do a drawing here in a minute. One roll of Ziltech filament. You must be present to win it. It has to go to an address in the U.S. So if you're anywhere in the world and you're watching right now, you can win, but it has to go to an address in the U.S. Or I can do a redraw if you don't want the filament.
Matt,
You
you're
must
gonna
be
donate
present
your
to win.
filament to me, right?
Pardon me?
Yes, and if somebody wins and you're out of the country, you can donate it to somebody else that might use it or want it, or I can redraw.
Mayhem, it's
Happy New
USA.
Year.
Their tricolor and the dual color silk is real nice filament. And what'll happen is you'll win. I'll give you you'll go to ziltech.com. You'll pick out what type of PLA, ABS, or PETG you want. You'll email me and tell me with a mailing address, and I will contact my rep. They will ship it out Monday, and you should have it by next Friday in the U.S. But they got a
Your
lot
people will talk to their people. Got it.
yeah.
Oh, the real Sam is here.
The real
Let's
Sam.
see. Let me find my
Yeah,
giveaway tool and drag it over here.
Sam,
We
you
got
better be
28
donating that
wheel.
filament to me if you
28
win it.
people
'Cause
entered.
it can't go to you.
Sam can win. He can just donate to somebody else, or we can
That's what I
redraw.
just said. He better donate it to
Okay.
me.
I heard Sam actually moved to the U.S.
No, he didn't.
No, Nick with Polymaker moved to Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who the lucky person is today. If you won the last 2 months, you can't re-win. Joe,
Hey.
Oh, look at there, Joe.
congrats. Are you in chat,
See my
Joe?
name come up.
And have you won recently?
Big winner.
Congratulations.
There he is.
Congrats, Joe.
Congrats, man.
Here, Joe, I'm going to give you my email address. If you don't already have it, you probably already have it. Just email me. Tell me what type of filament with a U.S. shipping address. There's my email in chat.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
You know, I miss those Polymaker streams what Nick used to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He used to give away like 3 or 5 rolls of filament in his stream.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah, I'm wondering now if he still does that with Polymaker now that he's in the States, because I know I would watch some of his streams previously and they would just buffer and stuff, you know, because he was overseas.
Yeah,
Probably not the best connection. So
but he's in Texas now. I think he have a 1 gig connection, and
yeah,
hopefully he's getting settled down now and get his stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't type anything in chat. I got to fix that.
don't type it.
I don't have it set up.
All right, everyone, I'm going to bow out. I'm going to go find some late lunch
Nice to
and
meet you.
a nice
Thanks
cold
for
beverage.
coming on. Very nice
Good
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you, Chief.
Nice to meet
Every
all of you.
Saturday, you're always
Okay,
welcome.
brother.
Awesome. Have a great one. Bye.
You too. Bye. Have a good
See
night,
ya.
sir.
1 second, back room. 1 second. Got the wrong name here. Okay, the next one is live. Okay, now you can type hashtag Polymaker in chat. If you've already typed it, type it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and only Stephen Poole. Stephen, how you doing?
Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
How's it going?
Steven.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you been?
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. Just chilling, staying here. I've been streaming 24/7. Just streaming my prints and stuff, hanging out and chilling, chatting with people as they stop by. But that's about it. Been building printers and playing with my bamboo. I love the bamboo. I'm spoiled. Don't
I
want to
think
work
we
on my
all
other
do.
printers no more.
Yeah, I don't want any other print anymore.
Here's some
Uh,
something I've been printing
Y'all
on.
make me jelly.
I just got done printing.
I got sick
Oh, wow.
of people. That's
Look at that.
awesome.
All the arms move,
I got
legs
sick
move,
of people
all the
showing me
fingers
all
move.
cool stuff like that.
Uh,
So I had to
Pretty
buy
cool.
one.
Hey, Phil, how you doing?
I broke into the peer pressure like everybody
Derek.
else.
And another project I got going on.
Bamboo,
other
the
Zach.
new
At the
drug.
moment.
Hello,
But,
Zach.
Man,
It's going to
Hey,
be
got a
hey, hey,
bamboo
how is
for you.
everybody?
that?
a 200% King Kong, Mech Kong.
Huh.
Oh wow,
Nice.
He's going to be like
Nice.
this one, but 200%.
that's
You've
big.
been busy.
Yeah.
And how many printers you got?
I got 10 in this room. That's
Whoa.
the size difference it's going to be.
Stephen told me yesterday that Joe Telling and myself were were his influences getting the 3D printing. Now look at him;
Oh, yeah.
he's taken over his whole house.
Yeah.
Taking over.
There's just too much stuff in here.
Hello, Zach. How are you doing today?
Hello, everybody. Best wishes for 2024. I'm doing great. Yesterday during the live stream, I was playing with the Creality KA. I'm not going to say Creality Ender 3V3KA because before we know it, we are telling a whole story, and it's just about a 3D printer. Am I that close to the camera? I don't know what's wrong with the camera. It's looking weird. But anyways, so I print a dump truck on it in a silk color. Was going a little bit fast, but I see some terrible ghosting on there.
Oh, yeah.
So, but further, nice print. Also, did do print some printer blocks. Only the Lida color is one of the blocks that was printed on the KA here
That's at
also.
200%.
Yeah.
Those are so fun. Getting them bigger.
Yeah, I think that the not the 100%, but the 200% works perfect.
The 3D printing.
200% is really fun. 300% is almost overkill.
Joe
300?
Larson, the 3D printing
Yeah,
professor,
300.
might drop in today also.
I wonder, do I have anything around kicking around? That's
And this is one of my my favorite blocks to print at this moment. I mean, we have printed all calibration cubes and Benjis, but why not printing something like this and actually, print one of these connected, just like. And now I can add another block to it. Instead
I'll
of
be right back, guys.
sorry. What's
I
that?
took the castles that he's got for printable blocks and scaled them up to 300% for some of my action figures. I thought they were fun for background use.
For sure.
I don't see the Joe. I don't see the email.
Annie, now you're hiding.
Quiet dog. JENAP1 @yahoo.com. JENAP the number 1 @yahoo.com. Quit barking at me, would you? Here, have a cracker. Ritz aren't good for dogs by giving Ritz crackers.
But the printer blocks are cool to print.
Are those free to download, or do you have to buy them?
This is one of the parts of the Battle Mac, and that one is just free on, I think, Thingiverse or
Okay.
on printables. I don't know where I exactly got them from.
And then he has a link there where you can go and buy them, other ones from him.
I can look it up. It's on printables. Printables.
Okay, Joe, I got it now. Thank you.
Block.
We have 59 people watching, 37 on YouTube, and 22 on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. It's free to do so. If you're on Twitch, please give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like to become a channel member or subscribe on either platform, you can do that also. I would highly appreciate it. Trying to get my channel up over to 10 to 15,000 subscribers this year on YouTube. I've got over 400 and something videos on YouTube. I've been doing it since like 2016, 2017, and my channel is real tiny, and I wish it was much bigger. So with everybody's help, I can get there. If everybody just subscribes and comment, watch my videos, I'd appreciate it.
This little clip from the pelletizer is just super fun because it's got a 3D printed spring in it. I just thought that was really cool. I don't know if Matt came up, not Matt, Michael, because it's from teaching text design, but I think that's cool regardless. It's always fun that you can just push 3D printing just to the next step of where it can be a mechanical spring, still get away with it.
Yeah, on Twitch, I need to stream more, definitely.
And one of my community members, he sent this, we modified it. He put a dime in here, kind of similar to what I've been doing for just support in the community bottle cutter. Don't tell anybody. I don't know if it's a crime to be using pennies and nickels and everything in between, but it's kind of funny to think how a penny for me is at least a more MacGyver tool amongst creating, and just anything else. What a cent or a pence or anything in between, like just coins for other people. It's kind of
I hate pennies. They should do away with pennies. I hate pennies. I went to Harbor Freight the other day and I bought some stuff for my fiber laser, and I used up 2 gift cards that I had, and then I didn't have any change in my pockets, and I had to put 11 cents on my debit card.
Oh my
and I didn't want to turn around and ask him in line, "Hey, you got a quarter on you?" I had money in my truck, but I don't want to hold up the line and go out to my truck.
I would have. I would have been like, "I'm sorry, I don't have 10 cents." Yeah. And then,
are you that guy, Josh?
I am.
Oh man.
I mean, like I don't know. Here in Massachusetts, like that. Sometimes there's someone like, oh yeah, someone left 10 cents, and sometimes I try to be that guy who leaves a quarter or 50 cents, leave it for the next person. I don't know, maybe I
You're
have
in Massachusetts.
too much,
how's the weather up there right now?
We're about to get flooded with snow, 6 to 12 inches.
Yeah, the weather's been pretty bad on the news watching it.
I grew up in Rhode Island. I was there till I was about 20, 25. Rhode Island I hated the winters there.
This
now
is
I'm
going
in
to be
Southern Georgia,
the first
and I
official
haven't
one.
seen snow since I left. 30 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Stephen, I talked to Fotis real late last night. He messaged me back on Facebook, and it was bought on a different platform. So the only thing I can do would be to join his platform on Things, and then I'd be able to post my pictures. So, and I didn't already do it, so I can't ask people today to go vote for me. So maybe next week. They do this every week. They have a different contest.
Yeah, it's every week. Yeah, okay. I just started doing it myself.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a month or so.
What is that on Thanks?
They've got a contest for posting your pictures. You just download models from Thangs and repost your picture of the make. And every week they have a contest. First place is $500. Second place is 400, and it's Matter Hacker coupons.
Wow.
Matter Hackers, or there's two companies that you can either get a coupon for, whether you're here in the States or if you're international.
I never knew about that.
Yeah, Steve is in first and second place, and I believe Pez Liz is in third place. So you go there and you vote for the picture. So pretty cool.
Oh, I see the name of Steve and the pool standing here. It's 61 points.
Because I done that Indian.
And pass list also.
Yep, Paisley, yep. There's a bunch of us that have been doing it. That do it. There's Zombie Hedgehog has got some on there. There's a bunch of us. But it's open to everybody, and it's free to anybody. You just need a Fangs account. That's it.
I put a banner on mine on my logo yesterday. And then I got an advertisement online for, I was on somebody's stream, I forget what it was, and I seen an advertisement for Sticker Mule, where I used to make my stickers from. And it's like you get 10 of them for $1 or something crazy. So I went and got 10 stickers for my new logo, but I've never made stickers. And as soon as I bought it, it's like, well, you can get 20 more for this amount of money. So I added it. And then the minute I paid for it, another ad pops up. Oh, you can get 50 for like $12 or something. Then they gave me a better deal after I bought the first deal. So then I went in and bought some more. So I got a bunch of current stickers coming out of 3x3. It's like, well, where was that first deal? The last deal should have been there first. It's a better deal. And you got to use a different email each time you get these specials. So I use my wife's account or, whatever.
Guys, I'm going to run.
That was Sticker Mule, you said?
Yeah. They have specials all the time.
That's
you
like
check off Jamie?
all the time.
I'm going to take my little possum down to my mom.
That's really cute. Can you share the link in private chat real quick, and I can post where that came from? Can you share the link?
Yeah, it's Patreon, but yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well,
Matt Meyer, if I had to guess.
Matt Meyer makes. Let me. And
if you like to go over on Fangs and vote for any of the makers that have their awesome work up there, like Steven or Pez Liz, I'm resharing that in chat.
Matt Meyer Makes also has a Cults page, so you can buy their models individually.
yeah.
Is that link clickable, the one I shared? I'm not sure if that's clickable. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay.
Black Sheep, I've mostly the Uniformation GK2. That's my dependable. I can throw anything on it, in it, around it, and it'll just print beautifully. Also the Hallett Mage Pro, kind of iffy, but pretty much everything else is now gone to live in the shop. We boxed up 11 resin printers the other day and sent them out to the shop because they're just taking up space.
Hello, Marcel.
Wow.
How you doing today? Yeah, I've got a GK2 8K resin printer, and then I got a Pia Poly Forge large format resin printer.
So
and I had
the-
an Anycubic, but it's been broke down for over a year, so it needs to go in the garbage.
What's the equivalent to a bamboo in resin?
The Uniformation GK2.
What's that
Yeah,
running for these days, cost wise?
Around $800 average.
Yeah,
And is
they're
that
about
a
800.
good size build volume?
10.3
medium size,
inches.
Pretty big.
It's,
Ladies and gentlemen, Tim from Canada, DeWitt 3D.
Hey,
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Oh, here goes the American neighborhood.
Hey, welcome in, Tim.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Tim.
I'm sorry if I ruined your.
I don't know how you Americans can stand the Canadians next door.
God.
Oh,
All right, I'm getting out of here before Matt
Take care,
starts.
Jamie. Hope you feel better, and I'll see you next time.
All right, thanks, you guys.
Oh,
Take
we
care.
love you. We love you.
Was it something I said?
Wow, you're at work. You're all cleaned up, and you're at work today.
I'm at the office today. I had to do some. Designing of a menu, big menu I'm doing for somebody. I'm printing 2 posters now, and then I'm going home. So, but yeah, I'm printing over yonder on our big printer. I'm printing some big menus.
And then I got a couple 3D prints for customers going here. So yeah, this is the office, and I'm alone and empty in here today. So yeah.
Damn, those are some big printers.
That's a big printer there. That's a 65-inch printer.
Wow.
And then that's
And
a
I don't
plotter
need
right
length.
there. That's a vinyl cutter.
Aren't those called plotters?
Right there. There we go. That's a little straighter. Yeah. And that's a cutter way over there on the right-hand side. And then there's another little engineering printer right there that we do some just plots for, engineering plots and stuff.
Do you have any walk-ins?
No, very little. And then this is my desk right here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors going. We have a lot of stuff going on at any given time. And then, of course, we have our that's our Gerber machine, which prints foils, and that's all our different color foils. And we have a whole bunch of vinyls here and on the other side. And then in the back storage room way over there, we have a lot more vinyls and stuff. So, yeah.
Very nice.
There we go. But it's just me sitting here today waiting for a couple posters to print. Yeah. Otherwise, then I got to go home and do some more video on that new printer. So, yeah.
Cool.
Kenny, I don't think you're muted. No.
Right, because I can only hear myself talk.
You can't hear us talking?
I can hear you. I can't hear myself for some reason.
I don't know.
So, Tim, you said engineering. What type?
Engineering plotter? Oh, we just do like
plumbing?
Floor plans and stuff. No,
floor
just
plans.
So a customer will bring us floor plans or architectural drawings, and we print them on that.
Yeah, because when I see those printers, it reminds me when I worked for Helix Electric. Because I go up to estimating or something like that. That department, because I was a recruiter, so I was all over the place.
Oh, okay.
So talking to managers and stuff, and I've seen huge printers like that.
For Mink, Chris, it's 65-inch, the one I'm printing on right now.
Do you have a BIM? BIM is really cool. I'll explain what that is here in a minute. Tim, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just hang on one sec.
All right.
Let me show you guys some pictures real quick. There's my alien that I printed. You can check out my channel at 3DHP over on YouTube. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just check out the video. I put up 4 videos. There's all the filament that it took to film that in the video. I got all the spools stacked up like Jenga. There was 35 spools to print that.
Wow.
And it's on a big base, so I can roll it around. Kind of roll it around. Yep, came out amazing. The Christmas card Sam sent me. Oh, Tim, yeah, I made a comment. We mailed Sam a card back in November, so I guess that's probably why he sent me one, because you made a comment. I never got one, so I don't know. Did you mail him one? Tim?
Nice. There we go.
Did you mail Sam a card, Tim?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay. That's probably why he sent me one, because I sent him one.
Yeah, it's okay.
When I mail people cards, I don't expect one back. I do it just to be doing it to certain people.
Right.
Yep.
I mailed one to Tim last year. We did, and he never got it. And this year, I think he got it.
Tim, I was asking, do you have a BIM department?
A what department?
BIM, B-I-M.
BIM. No, don't know what that is.
Building Information Management. Basically, it's like 3D. You can walk around in a building and in like a virtual respect and see what, like, here's where the wiring is, here's where the plumbing is, here's where everything's at.
No,
yeah.
No, I don't deal with that at all.
Yeah, probably because Helix is huge. Probably for the bigger companies. Because I saw the BIM department when they were building the Giga plant, the Tesla Giga plant in Nevada.
Oh, cool. No, we're just a small little company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a bell by your front door and you keep it locked when you're in there by yourself?
Oh, I'm in here. So right now what you're seeing down here, this is the basement, and I'm in the basement of the building. The building is secured. Nobody can get in the building without a pass. So,
Okay.
and I do keep my door locked anyways. Yeah. And then the upstairs office is where our big digital copiers are, and our main reception area, and that's locked up too.
Okay. Let's say definitely if you're by yourself there, nothing's going on, you don't have many walk-ins, you should keep it locked up. And if you do get a walk-in, you could always have a buzzer and they could ring a bell and you could come see who it is.
Yeah, even on the weekend, during the week when we're open, Michelle's upstairs. But if I leave the basement, I lock the door, because quite often, I say quite often, but I mean it's happened. I'd say a dozen times in the last 30 years that we've been here. You'll have the homeless people walking around, and they'll wander around through the basement. And you just don't know. And then we've had people come in the building, walk into people's offices and steal computers. So a lot of the offices are all secure now. So
yeah. What a wonderful world we live in nowadays. That's just kind of how things are everywhere.
Yeah, it's a shame, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's weird. I was having an issue with my Bamboo P1P. I did these prints. Let me show you one. It's basically it's a customer job, and it's something. It's an antenna for satellites or something, an antenna mount for satellites. So this one's on the plate. It's got some bamboo support material on it, but I've printed 5 of these successfully so far. He needs 10 of them, and then all of a sudden, the bamboo started canceling the print about 20 layers up, and I tried over and over, cancel, and it drove me nuts. They had a firmware update. So I thought maybe their firmware update broke it, and then the next day they had another 0.01 firmware update, and it was still doing it. What it turned out being was I switched micro SD cards, and it works fine. So obviously the micro SD card went corrupt. So, yeah.
You can make a YouTube short about that, explaining that problem, or a quick little video where somebody runs into it, they'll say, hey, I remember seeing that guy in Canada, and that fixed it. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah,
That's very smart.
Yeah,
I should do that,
Oh, by the way, I watched the new Fargo last night.
Is it on? The new one?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll just say I have an Android box, so yeah, I watched it last night.
Nice.
Yeah, I got Fargo on, I think, Hulu. Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually a very common thing that I think a lot of people would end up tossing their printer back into the box and sending it back to Amazon or wherever they got it from, because perhaps they've got their socks on their carpet and now and you don't think static is going to affect your SD card or cards just going bad, and it happens so frequently, especially if it's just an off-branded SD card.
Well, exactly. I was just going to say the cheaper SD cards, they can just go for no reason.
And they're so damn easy to break. I've broke 2 of those little ones so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dusty's saying here, whenever you do a Bamboo Lab update on the printer, you must go to the printer and re-level and redo the whole 9 yards, do everything.
Yeah.
That way it'll print properly. If you just update and print, your print's going to fail and you're going to go, what happened? But yeah, rerun all the tests on the machine.
Yeah, that was done. But yeah, brand new SD card. It bought my uncle.
Then I see the new machine that they're coming out with for businesses, basically, or they have a lot of security software on them. They're supposed to be safe, but then you're paying $2,500 for the machine. It's got a heated chamber, tons of security software built into it. So mainstream companies or government companies, whatever it may have, will buy it. But it's $2,500.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
But look at that.
Yeah, I have to approve it.
Look how clean that is. That was using the Bamboo PLA support underneath, and it just comes off extremely clean. Like, that's great. So.
Oh, I had a question in my video that I never got an answer to. I like organic supports, or like trees. You snap them with your hand. They're cool. But on a lot of my Alien, the tail, for instance, where it had a lot of like round ripples like a mountain, it made a second skin on the part, and then it tucked up itself in the cracks. And it was harder than hell to rip off all that second skin, because it was like another model on top of it. And then I had to dig it out of the cracks, and it took literally forever. Why it did that, I don't know. I wanted everything to be like a tree where I could easily break it off, not a second skin over the part. Wasted so much filament.
Remember that water soluble support filament? Your
I've never-
experiment with that?
Never tried it. But
Yeah. It just dissolves in water.
thank you. Twitch anniversary. We are live currently on Twitch and YouTube right now, everyone. It's a setting, and yeah, I don't know where there's a setting to change, but that's happened on both my printers, my iFast and on my Bamboo Labs, where sometimes on certain parts it has like a second skin that you can rip off big chunks of plastic, and it's just where it attaches to the model. It's really hard to clean it out of the nooks and crannies sometimes. I hate when it does that.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, Bamboos don't automatically update. They notify you there is one. If you choose to update, that's up to you. You don't have to. But I'm not scared of a Chinese balloon over my house doing updates with Bamboo.
And mine's sitting there right now. It says you have another new firmware, which I just updated it yesterday, but I'm still printing with it. I'm gonna get a chance later on when I reboot, get done with that print. I'll tell it to
Yeah, I
update
just
again.
did mine today.
Hey, Tim, how's that prototype coming along?
The which? Sorry.
The prototype. The
Oh,
one
it's,
from last week.
I got to do some more filming today on it, but it's working well. The cooling it doesn't have the best cooling for the speed that it goes. So the benchy I did, which when it was like a 17-minute benchy, terrible looking because the cooling is awful on it. So because what they've got is they've just got an angled fan blowing down over the whole cool end. They don't have any sort of cooling duct that's sort of pointing directly at the nozzle. So I gotta tell them that that's not a very good cooling system, especially for a printer that goes that fast. So,
hey, Rich, LA Hobby guys in chat, everyone. If you got time, Rich, I'll share out my link here. That's not it.
Shoot it down, Rich.
Yeah. Let me share out the invite here. Yeah, Rich hasn't been on like a month or so. It's been a minute.
if the balloon's red and white, it came from Canada.
But everybody that's into lasers of any kind, Rich, the LA Hobby guy, is all about light burning. He has an awesome channel. And every other week, him and Hobo with Wood and Patrick with laser light source engraving, they all get together and they have a live stream. Is that live stream tonight, Rich? Or was that last week? I don't remember. They're on at 6 p.m. Pacific every 2 weeks. And those people that are just dropping in late, here's my big project I've been working on for months and months. There's my alien. It's like 6'3" to the top of the head at its highest point, not counting those tentacles in the back. But of course, he's hunched over. And I got him on a rolling case so I can move him around.
When my wife saw that first picture, she thought you were sitting in the back behind it.
Right there, I'm kind of bending over underneath him right there.
Well, the other picture of the bust of your head, she thought that was you.
Oh, okay.
Back there.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Over there by the printer. It's in one of the pictures. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
back
that
there by
picture.
the
When she first glanced at it on the website, she thought, "Is that Gary back there?"
Yeah. And we got doggy pictures. Those are my two girls that are always bugging me for treats.
Don't give in, Jerry. Remember, you're the alpha.
Yeah. Oh, you have a special event tonight. All right. Same time, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Yeah, actually, I've been also doing some other stuff. A little faints.
That's cool.
Yeah, PC Van Lent, when that happened, I wasn't too happy about it, but I figured I wound up keeping it in the video. And then Patrick with Light Source Engraving is like, hey, you got to make a short out of that. So I went back in a DaVinci and I cut it and made a short with it. So that's nice, Matt. Let me share it up here on the big screen. Okay. Yeah, that'll be 6 p.m.
This one is better. The color just pops out, you know what I mean? Compared to this blue. I think I maybe should have taken a lighter green, maybe. I also did some Pokemon.
We've got 69 people watching currently.
Lily put it.
I shared out my stream on Luban today, and I shared it out on Wicked 3D's website.
Thank you, Jerry.
I'm sure a lot of people might have came in from there.
Ooh.
We got 45 on YouTube right now and 23 on Twitch watching.
Yep, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
What happened to Josh? Oh, he lost his camera.
If you don't subscribe, I have to kiss that puppy.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
say?
think Josh- Go ahead.
Did you say kill, like, or else I will kill this puppy?
No, I said otherwise I kiss that puppy.
Ah, I was
Because
like,
it's so horrible, you know, kissing an ugly puppy. You know. Are you my ugly
Wow, Kate,
puppy?
thank you very much. Another $50 from Kate Super Sticker. That's her second one today. Thank you very much for the donation. I really, really super appreciate that. If you're here, I give you a hug. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Let me find my button.
Awesome super chat.
Thank you very much, Kate. You're awesome.
there it was. Amazing.
Don't be kicking that puppy, man.
Kick the
I don't
puppy.
kick puppies.
Only if they are on the way.
I appreciate all the help I can get on my channel. That's why I pin a Facebook link at the top, or a PayPal link, excuse me, at the top of all my live streams.
You know, when they're little puppies, then you have a real danger of falling over them because they always go in between your legs till they learn not to run between your legs. And but otherwise, I think the brilliant dog Chihuahua.
What?
One snack. Yeah, okay, you can have a snack.
Yeah, you can have a snack. Mm.
Yeah, she's literally blackmailing me here. Otherwise, she keeps winding right next to the microphone.
Me and my sister's got a puppy the other day, Chihuahua.
Look at all that amazing stuff there. It looks like Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to take Chihuahuas in America.
You remember the show Hoarders? I got an idea for us, us makers. Like when we really get our sheds going or our maker room, wherever we may be. A TV show, all that, where they go in and they film it. Look at this!
Yeah,
You know,
I
Hoarders,
watched
it's all this stuff.
Hoarders. Actually, when you watch those shows, there's no way they're staged. There's just too much junk of different types. There's no way they made it up and put it all in there. It's just, that's crazy how people can live like that. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I only watched it a couple times, but, like, okay, enough.
There's a link.
That would be a cool show, though, where they went in, like, our place and, like, once I get this really going in here.
It's just depressing. Yeah. And then when the people agree to have everything thrown out, they're like, oh, no, you can't have that. I need that cardboard box. I need that Taco Bell bag. That's sentimental. I got to keep that. Crazy.
Yeah.
I broke up with my girlfriend with that pizza box.
Yeah.
Maybe I can use it tomorrow.
For our template. There you go.
I'm a 3D print hoarder. Yeah, that kind of fits me. Ask my wife. I have an awful lot of stuff. That's why I don't print constantly no more. I used to print every day constantly. I'd post in like 10 or 15 groups on Facebook every week constantly for years. And now I try to be real selective on anything I print or make.
Yeah.
And my new project that I'm working on is right here. And that filament there, I printed that duck with some Navarre 3D filament from Trevor with Navarre 3D. He sent me out some multicolored filament, so I made a big wide duck. Instead of going on Amazon and buying them for $20, I just printed one. The reducer isn't quite the right size, so I just put some tape on it to hold it. But that's my Altium 60-watt MOPA fiber laser that I've been working on, doing content on, and learning about. I want to get really good at doing coins, and I want to be able to engrave guns and stocks and things like that. So I've got a lot of learning. And that Air Assist on there came from Patrick with Light Source Engraving. I done a quick little video on it. He sells those Air Assist kits. And yeah, it's a wonderful machine from Altium. And if you use my code 3DHP over on the Alibaba site, you'll save $100 on any of their machines. So
The guy's a really nice guy. He's a great guy. The owner?
So, yep. Pascal.
He is the owner, right? That seems like a nice
I believe
company.
I think Pascal's owner. Patrick, do you know? I think Pascal's one of the owners.
He seemed pretty friendly.
Take care. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Rich, the LA Hobby Guy. Oh my God. Thank you very much. I owe you a hug, my friend. Thank you very much for the $25. Thank you so much.
Awesome super chat.
Super chat.
I really appreciate it. So Kate has given me 50 twice, and Rich, the LA Hobby Guy, 25. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Very nice.
I'll just go for 100. Yeah, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. You're awesome. And I'll definitely be watching tonight. Let me find the link and I'll share it out in chat, as a matter of fact.
While we're waiting, anybody ever had anything with ginger in it? This stuff is delicious. Ginger brew. I got it at Whole Foods. Ginger brew.
Okay, here's a link right here in chat. Everybody on YouTube and Twitch, please check them out. We're on at 6 p.m. Pacific. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern. Here's a link in chat. The Laser Maker's Realm. Patrick with Light Source Engraving, Steve Hobo with Wood, and Rich, the LA Hobby Guy. They all stream together, and they have specials. Please like, subscribe, share. Check out all their channels, all three of them. And then they all stream together. They have a lot of amazing stuff. And they're great content. If you want to learn anything about Lightburn, these three guys do a lot of amazing work, and I highly recommend them. I do a little bit about Lightburn. My videos aren't as technical as theirs are, but I highly recommend them.
You know, yesterday a person almost poisoned himself. I saw a live stream, and I told him not to do it. And he like, there's just nothing wrong with it. It looks like a crispback. He was trying to eat betel nut. What betel nut is highly addictive. It also can cause cancer, and also, like I said, highly addictive. It's also a stimulant, and yeah, he wanted to take it on live show, and I said, don't do it. And it's, well, several other people mentioned the same thing, and he said at first, oh, it will be fine, and everybody else then started speaking up, and he finally took some research and said no to it. So that was a scary moment yesterday evening.
Here's the link I shared right here, guys. The live stream.
And Rich, I'm getting. I made a cross. I made the Our Father cross for my sister for New Year's, and I posted it on Facebook. As many have seen it, and I stained it, and then of course I put a clear coat after that, and I got a lot of comments on how nice that was. So thank you for making that file.
Yeah, I mentioned it last week in your chat. I don't know if you've seen it, Rich, but I made that for my sister. I'm going to make another one for myself here, but I made that for my sister for a Christmas present, and she said that's her favorite gift she's ever gotten from anybody ever, was that cross that I made her from that design from you. So thank you very much.
Yep. I even, people want, I got orders for the cross.
Hey, I maybe can make an STL file for printing. If I can have the file. I can put it in Luban. I just need a picture of it.
You know which cross we're talking about, Matt?
Yeah, the prayer.
Yeah.
The prayer one. Yeah.
I done a video on it and I posted it online, and so has Kenny. Just take a screenshot and there you have a picture of it.
Yeah, and there's so many variations you can do. It like I like what Steve Hobo with Wood did with one of his, where he's got a wall hanger one. That thing looks so slick, man. That is so nice.
I'm looking for. I thought I had the picture on my computer.
Yeah, I'm getting like that too. I can't find nothing.
I know. I got too many files. I did a reorientation of my files the other day, and I found many files what I was looking for. Because I put a folder in a folder in a folder, you know. That's a problem.
Or stuck it in this other thing just for safekeeping, just for a minute, and forgot where there was.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I keep naming them now and not leave numbers on them. Because pictures, when you download them, or if you make pictures, they come with numbers, you know, not names in general. And so,
Ladies and gentlemen, Rich, the LA hobby guy. Hey, Rich, how you doing?
Hey, Rich.
Sorry I interrupted you, Matt.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. I heard you all talking about the cross, and I figured I'd pop in for a couple of minutes. How you all doing?
Good.
Appreciate it. Really good. Yeah, that cross is awesome work on that.
Thank you. I think I have one over here. Over
Next
there.
to you. Next to that.
Yeah. So that cross is not something you can just take a picture of. If you send me an email, I'll send you a link to it. Who's asking? Matt, I think, right?
Yeah. Not German.
Yeah. So that one, I've got 460 something edits on that cross. Yeah, it has to be done in Lightburn. Yeah, it's got to be done in Lightburn. So I did something different that nobody's ever done before. Typically, people just take the words and weld them together. But what I did was I welded them together, and then I went in and I edited each of them and added distinct lines between the welds so that you could actually read it. So I don't know why anyone's never done that before, but that's what I did. I spent probably about 6 hours on that particular cross. But I am just recovering from the 2 weeks of pure hell. Today's the first day I'm actually feeling a little bit better. I started with spraining my lower back, and then I got blood poisoning just before Christmas. I went to the clinic and got treated for that and came home with COVID. Then I got a infection in my esophagus, and then I got an infection in my eye that had it all swelled up, a nasal infection. And today really is about the first day that I'm feeling better. Jerry, that file is actually available in my online store, engravingcutfiles.com.
Okay, I'll share the link.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me your email address in the private chat, please.
Okay. Hang on one second.
Thank you.
I got it, Rich.
Rich, how you liking the bamboo?
Oh, I love it. I like the fact that I can just hit print and walk away.
So cool.
Thank you.
It's so user friendly.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, at first, the first day, first 3 or 4 hours, I just couldn't figure it out. And then finally, I figured it because I don't think that the software has like messages when you roll over the icons. So I couldn't figure it out, or at least it didn't for me anyway.
I had one problem when I made the cross. I used 4 or 5 millimeter basswood in the slot in the base. I forgot to increase its size. So I wound up cutting it bigger with a Dremel since I already moved it off the bed. And then when I dropped in the template for the letters, I didn't notice their orientation was going up and down. Instead of it's scanning all the way across, drawing the words on the base. It was doing each little letter up and down, which literally took many hours. And I didn't have that in the video, but that was my goof for not
Yeah.
making sure it was scanning across it.
Really?
But other than that, it came out fine. I just done the test print like you wanted. I got it all to cut out of the thicker wood that I was using, and then it cut fine.
On the base, well, I put in the latest version in my online store for those people that have bought the file, which it's been my most popular file ever. I've actually had more people buy the file than watch the video on it, so that gives you an idea of how popular it was. But I've updated that file. If you have bought it from my website, go re-download the package again. There's a new package, and in there is instructions that for what you're talking about on the base. I've put in instructions on how to set your layers. It's actually about an 8-minute burn for the base.
Yep.
for the letters, and some of them are in. The ones that are vertical are in a 0-degree scan, and the ones that are horizontal are in a 0-degree scan, and the ones that are vertical are in a 90-degree scan. So a lot of people were doing the same thing. It was taking them 2 hours to do the base when it's.
Can you grab that cross over your right shoulder and show everybody what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm sure people would love to see it. It's beautiful. He has 2 different versions, the smaller one, the bigger one, but it's amazing. And you said a friend of yours makes those and sells them online, and then you modified the file and improved upon it for your version, right?
I created a whole new file, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Well, CMYK, yeah, they're fun to clean.
I use super glue on mine. I glued mine together with super glue.
What I did on here, if you can see the line that separates the letters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are 460 of those lines on here.
Wow.
Separating the letters, making them distinct letters. And everybody that's done this before hasn't done that. So all of the letters sort of merge together. That line right there is an anomaly in the wood. That's not part of the file. But everyone that's ever done this before has not put these lines in here to make it distinct so that you can read the words.
Yeah.
So,
Rich, how recent is that update?
version 4 on the website. If you purchase the file, all you have to do is go to my account and go to downloads, and next to the cross you'll see version 4 is the latest package.
I mean the date on it.
The date?
Yeah.
In the store of version 4?
The date of the release. I mean, was it yesterday? Was it the day before? Or was it last week?
No, the date of the release was, hang on a second, I can tell you because I have it on the website. Let's see. So let's see. If you purchased and downloaded this library prior to 12/27/23 at 5:30 p.m.
Okay. Because I did. Excuse me. I did pay, and for my 10, I was getting an error message, 400 and something. It had delete 400 and something.
No, that's not an error message. That's in the package. There's a PDF file that gives you all the instructions. So basically, what happened was you had all of these lines that I drew.
Yeah.
Were set to fill in your software. So Lightburn, and it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be set to line. So if you don't have it set to line, Lightburn's going to ignore it because they're not closed paths. They're just lines. So
I see where I goof.
Yeah. So,
Rich, if anybody wanted to make those and sell them on a small scale, as long as they credit where it came from,
no, you don't have to do. You don't have to give any credit. Once you buy it, the license is included in the download. So as long as you make it, you can sell it. So there's no credit necessary.
Yeah, the finished file, not the finished product, not the file. Yes.
Right. No. Yeah. I hold copyright on all of my files that I designed for the electronic files, so you can't share those with somebody. Yeah. But yeah, this is my biggest selling file ever. Like I said, more people bought the file than watched the video, which is interesting. People were buying it, making it, and then posting it online, and then telling people where. Then somebody would come back and say, "Where'd you get it?" And they'd put the link in there. So
I got an idea, Rich, for you. Next one, do Corinthians 13, 1 through 13. There you go.
Okay.
The love thing, you know. As a child, you know, everybody knows. Come on, that's a famous one. It's like, you know.
I don't know by chapter and verse the Bible.
Okay.
What does it say?
I'm not exactly a church, goer too, but I remember that from the 70s. But
What does it say?
It's basically 13 verses about love, charity, faith, hope, and charity. Love.
Oh.
You know.
Okay. Well, this was the reason I did this file. I started this file a couple of years ago, and I started making it. And like so many of the files that I have, I probably have 200 or 300 files that I've never completed. That every once in a while I'll go back through them and pick one and complete it, and do it. But this one I never completed. And my friend Eric over at Valley Forge, the YouTube channel. This has sort of become his part of his business, a mainstay in his business, where it's his biggest selling item. No, Kate, if you email me, Kate, only Kate, if you email me, I'll send you the new package for free. Kate's one of our biggest supporters. So, send me an email at the lahobbyguy@gmail.com, Kate, and I'll send that out to you.
My video went out for about 4 seconds. Everything froze when it came back. That's weird.
Nothing froze over here.
Yeah.
Must be that balloon over your house, Jerry.
Yeah. If I have a power glitch or something, StreamYard, you're logged into them, the stream will keep running. I'll just disappear until I log back in.
So what I didn't tell you during the holiday vacation, one thing that I really don't pay much attention to, other than regular maintenance, is my computer. And I was talking with Patrick in a meeting on StreamYard, and all of a sudden my monitors went blank. And I couldn't see anything on my computer. And I walked away, but like an hour later, they came back on. And then the next night, or may have even been an hour later, they went black again. And turned out my C drive crashed.
Oh no!
Because this computer is 3.5 years old. It only came with a 256 gig SSD, and although I don't keep anything on C drive, I have 3 other drives in the computer where I keep all of my files, where I install my programs and everything else. Believe it or not, Windows Update alone and Windows Core files build up that drive to the max. So I spent an entire day after I ordered a new drive. I spent an entire day cloning it and getting a new 4 terabyte. In fact, I went from the SSD to an M.2 drive, and I cloned my old SSD and put it onto the M.2 and installed it in here. And now it's running faster than it ever has. Of course, it's M.2 drive. But so I spent an entire day fooling with that, and then I got nervous, and I decided that it was time to replace all of those drives, even though everything that I have backs up to the NAS over there. I have a NAS and I have a DAS, so I have like double protection. And fortunately, I have those because I was able to pop in my M.2 and just clone it and stick it in the computer and start back up again. But just keep an eye on that, guys. If your computer is like more than 2 or 3 years old, check your C drive. Make sure you don't run out of space. Excuse me a minute.
Yeah, I have something like 250 gigabytes left from the 1 terabyte. Lily, quit it. Come on. No. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you more treats. The vet said you have to lose some weight.
Sorry, wife had a question.
No problem.
I need to help her get in the attic.
Rich, one of these days we gotta get together on the side because I am a connoisseur, and I think I've told you this before, but I just want to remind you, I am a connoisseur of gumbo. So, and you being in Louisiana,
My wife is, I think you know, Kenny. My wife is from the Philippines, and any dish that she makes it better. Doesn't matter what it is. And about 33 years ago, we moved here to Louisiana from New York, and we right away made some friends on the bayou, some coon-ass Cajuns, you know, and she got close.
the Landrys.
What's that?
The Landrys, right?
No, it was the Baddos, as a matter of fact. But she made fast friends with a friend that I made, his mother, and his mother shared her gumbo recipe. Not only gumbo, red beans, you know, things like all the local dishes. And about 6 months later, my wife made it, and we went down on the bayou and visit, and we brought a pot, and the whole family there said it was the best that they've ever had.
Yeah, this fat boy loves his gumbo.
Yeah,
You know, my dad was from Arkansas. My mom was Texan. I was born in Southern California, so yeah, I'm Southern. But you know, anyways, yeah. I had to return something for Amazon Whole Foods here today because you know Jeff bought Whole Foods.
Yeah.
So I tried theirs yesterday.
No. No, I can promise you that coming from Whole Foods, that's not going to cut it.
I was born in Lincoln, Nebraska, and moved to Vegas when I was 5, and I'm currently 59. It's like, where did time go?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I New Year's Eve. Well, I was still sort of out of it on the drugs and being sick and everything else, but New Year's Eve, I thought to myself, you know, when I was a kid, me and my friends used to talk about the fact that we never thought that we would see the year 2000. And it's now
2024.
Somewhere in the garage in a box, I have a Y2K bug, a little, stuffed thing.
Yeah.
Spider.
Yeah, I had one of those.
I still have one. The black and blue.
But you know, my degree is in computer science, so that was like a big joke, the whole Y2K bug thing. And I got one too, the little bear, the Y2K.
Mine looks like a spider.
Yeah. Well, I think mine was what do you call those?
Little sucker's 24 now, man. Damn.
Yeah.
He can go out and.
What are those little hard shell bugs called? Those little black hard shell bugs.
Beetles?
A beetle. Yeah, mine was a beetle, but it was stuffed, like a bear, like a stuffed animal. And I don't know what ever happened to that, but that sat on my desk. And in fact, that was right when I started my own company. Was 1998, and I think it was 1999 is when I got that beetle, and it sat on my desk for about 10 years.
Yeah, I found the picture.
I still remember the celebration of New Year's, or 2000. John Fogerty sang "Fortunate Son."
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember much these days. In fact,
I'm 65 and I remember all that. I'm 65 and I remember that.
I did
5 minutes ago, I forget.
Yeah, I did a live stream on New Year's Eve, and I was so sick and so drugged up that I don't even remember it. I just started watching it, but I haven't finished it yet.
Oh my god!
Nice looking laser there. How's Leo doing? Do you know?
Leo's doing great.
Cool.
Wow, Simon Snow, thank you very much for the $20, 20 euros. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that.
Awesome super chat.
Roger,
Thank
I
you.
don't know about the Glowforge. If you can import, actually, no, you won't be able to make it on the Glowforge because it's a Lightburn file. No.
Let's do a drawing for Polymaker. Anywhere they ship to, anywhere in the world, we're going to give away one roll of filament. You must be present to win. If you don't want it for some reason, we can redraw or you can donate it to somebody. As soon as we have a winner, I'll give you my email and chat. Simply email me back during the stream. That way I have contact information. I fill out a form with Polymaker after the stream. Then I'll send you the link that you fill out telling them your information and what you want. And then they will, once you submit it, they will get back with you in a week or two and they'll give you a code so you can buy the filament with a second code for free shipping. So let's do a drawing. We got 40 entries and here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's see, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Black Sheep Models, congrats. Are you in chat? Black Sheep Models, are you in chat? Black Sheep Models, are you in chat? See, they're watching on YouTube. I haven't seen them in, let's see. I haven't seen them comment.
I don't see anything else. I saw him earlier.
Yeah, Black
Chatting
Sheep,
away, but
he's still in chat. If not, I'll have to redraw. We'll give him a minute. Black Sheep Models. If you're in chat, Black Sheep, say something.
I put a timer on.
There you go.
5, 4, 3.
No, I put the timer for 1 minute. Starting now.
Well, tell me when he gets to 30 seconds, because I said a minute a little bit ago. 30 seconds, redraw. Black Sheep Models, you're a winner. If you're in chat, please say something.
It's a final countdown.
Now it's about 20 seconds.
Yeah. 19, 18, 17.
Black Sheep Models, say something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last call for alcohol.
Redrawing.
Off Axis says they identify as Black Sheep Models.
Muse 1083, congratulations. Are you in chat? Muse 1083. Are you in chat?
Twitch.
I'm
Muse
gonna
1083.
I'm gonna have to go with Off Axis. I identify as Muse 1083.
There he is, Muse 1083. Congratulations.
That's funny right there. I don't care what you say.
Hey, here's my email right here. jenap1@yahoo.com. Email me right away, like right now. And then later after the stream, I will send you a link that you'll fill out with Polymaker to get your code for a free roll of film with free shipping anywhere that they ship to. So please make note of that and send me an email. And congratulations.
I also sent you an email, LA Hobby Guy.
Okay.
Louisiana Hobby Guy. I don't know why I said LA Hobby Guy.
I am actually doing a Microsoft 365 update that's frozen. So it's already closed all of my Microsoft programs. And it looks like it's about 3/4 of the way there. It's been going for about 2 hours. So I won't get to my email until that's finished.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Jerry, I got to jump off. My wife is getting ready to go on vacation, and she needs me to go up in the attic to get the luggage. So she's been at the door already.
Thank you very nice. Thank you very much. I hope she has a safe trip, and we'll check you out tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and everybody should be there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate it, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Take care,
My
Rich.
pleasure. See you all
Thank
later.
you.
Bye-bye.
I got to run too, Jerry. So
Take care, Tim. Thank you very much, my friend. You have a great day. Have fun at work. Turn on the stereo and crank up some Metallica.
okay, bye, guys.
Oh yeah.
Bye-bye.
Anything but Mellencamp. I mean, not Mellencamp. DeVos. Anything
Let
but
me
him.
share out. Anybody like to drop in? Here's a link right here in chat.
Well, we just lost 2.
Yes, we can have up to 10 at a time on stream. I'm checking to see if I got the email yet from Muse 1083. Yeah, I'm not seeing the email yet. Take care, Kate. Thank you very much for the 2 super chats of 50 each. I really appreciate it. And I owe you a hug if I ever meet you. I thank you very much, and I'll see you tonight. Yeah, I'm just checking my email real quick.
That's okay. I'm jamming to Metallica.
Anything you want to talk about, Steven?
No, not really. Just chilling.
Share your Twitch link in chat, private chat, and I'll post it so people on YouTube know where to go find you. Stephen Poole is a great maker in the community. He makes stuff everywhere, and he's posting all over social. He runs a live stream on Twitch 24/7. He's always got something going. He's like I used to be.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Which I guess it posted it. I posted it in both spots, private and.
Okay, it worked. All right, you must be a mod. I must have made you a mod. It worked. Yeah. Yeah, everybody go check out Stephen Poole. He's got his Twitch and YouTube right there.
Yeah, I stream 24/7, and if you have any printer problems, stop by and ask if I can help. I will. I'm disabled, so I pretty much sit here 24/7 unless I'm sleeping.
All right, I got the email. Muse 1083. Thank you very much. I'll send you the link tonight after the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. Zach, so what's new with you? What's going on? What have you been up to? What are you going to be doing? What's new
At
with
this
you? What's
moment,
going on?
I'm slicing. Sorry?
Time delayed. I'll just say what's new with you?
I'm
What's going on?
slicing a model.
His computer's lagging a little because he's slicing.
Okay. Yeah, what I was talking about when you were live streaming yesterday is that since I done the update on my X1 Carbon, it got crazy quiet. I can barely hear the machine running now. When it's doing some of the travel moves, I hear it, but most of the time I turn around to see if it paused and had an error because I can't hear it running most of the time.
I don't know if you can hear me. It's still lagging a little bit, so I will wait a little bit with answering.
Yep, we can hear you. You're lagging. We can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me? Okay. So I saw today that there was a new firmware update, the 1.05.1, but it reduced the noise a little bit, but not everything. But according to the firmware release, it was not about the noise cancellation. So still loud, still
Okay.
between the 65 and 90 decibels.
And you got the P1S, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
my
can see my
P1
enclosure.
my P1P has not gotten quieter from the last update, but it's still waiting for today's update. But yeah, it hasn't. The motors have not gotten quieter.
No, I was already thinking like, okay, you know, Zach is going to make a little video out of it.
No.
What?
It was a funny comment though, but no, we're not going to do a drawing for the alien.
That would be one hefty draw.
Actually. Oh, wait a minute. Let me change cameras here. To your question, can we do a drawing for the alien? Okay, I'm going to show you something, and here's your answer. You figure out what it means.
Anyways, so I thought like before I'm going to do the firmware update, let's make a video with some sound recording so that people, before they are going to do the actual firmware update and cannot go back, because I also saw something on Twitter that you cannot downgrade the firmware. So I was like, hey, just be mindful, be careful, and not just do any firmware update unless you are very certain about some other features that you might do like.
Yeah, I think on the X1 Carbon, it did quiet my machine down a lot. It really surprised me. And I don't have a proper sound meter. I'd have to do what Zach did and use a sound meter off my phone. And I didn't think about that. But yeah, it was great content. Just film it before and after and do a video about it.
Yeah, for me, it was like I don't want to have an app that I have to pay for. I was like, just download one that is for free so that people can actually sense how much decibel it is. And also the sound recording of my camera also picked up the sound pretty well. So there was also a moment in the video that I wasn't printing and you could hear how silent it was.
I'm not sure about a new option. I'll have to go back and look at my screen. I'm not sure about that, Kevin. If there's something else added there.
One of the updates, the last update for the Bamboo, gave us the option in Orca, not Orca, but the Bamboo Studio to actually see our files on the printer now and be able to download our time lapses from it, which we never had that option, unlike the X1 Carbons. Which that was a big plus. I got
1080 X1 Carbon. I want to say it's 1080p. I'm not sure, but the quality is perfect on the time lapses, and I know that the quality on other machines is a lot lower. But
yeah, the quality on mine, they actually say it in the Bamboo forums that it's not even 1 frame a second; it's a half a frame a second.
Okay. Being a content creator making videos, I love having better resolution. That way I can share my videos. Because a lot of times when I'm doing a lot of parts, I'll pull up on one of my videos where I got like 15 screens open at once, and then they shut down as each one of them gets done. Because when I edit DaVinci Resolve, I just take all them videos and stack them on top of each other, and then I arrange them on the screen, which really bogs down my computer when I edit. It hits all those at once being time-lapsed, and it usually locks me up quite a bit. But yeah, I love doing that.
Yeah, I can really imagine doing something like that. Yeah. I usually have in DaVinci just 2, maybe 3 video tracks, and then 2 or 3 audio tracks, and that is where I'm working with. Because anything more that will lag my computer also quite a lot.
I got a friend down the road that just recently got a P1S. I've got the P1P, and his P1S, I believe, is louder than my P1P, just for the simple fact by having those sides on it, the plastic sides, they act as speakers and they vibrate. They're just big plastic siding, and whenever the machine does something, it just amplifies that with the siding. Because it's plastic, it's thin. Unlike the X1 Carbons, they're metal.
It's a fan. What's the problem? The fan is very loud. The side fan.
Oh yeah, the big blower fan is really loud. I run it at 80% instead of 100. It's way too loud. I added I added two of those big blower fans to my P1P. I've got one on both sides. Extra cooling.
Nice.
Here's an example from one of my videos, what I'm talking about. Let's see. I've got it muted. Come on, play. What the hell's going on? Here we go. This is where I stack all my videos and they'll disappear as they get done. I do this in a lot of my videos when I film on the bamboo.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
And then I have a splash screen underneath it, a picture underneath it. That's, you know, for the fixture I film it.
I believe they have an option where you can park the head where the head wouldn't be seen moving around like that. On mine, it does not have that option. Or at least I haven't found it.
Yeah, it does. It just takes longer.
It takes a lot longer to park the head and come back, so I'd rather.
Oh yeah, definitely it does. And then you get little artifacts too.
By the way, somebody say fans. Okay.
Not fans.
Now fans. You guys were talking about fans a second ago. We need to find to it. Does anybody on this group right now know a lot about fans, by the way?
Does Nocturna make a 24-volt fan yet? I know they make 12-volt and 5-volt ones, but I don't know about 24-volt yet.
One, I wish they would make for the rat rig specifically the 4028, like a server fan, because that's what really, you know, the instructions when you're building the rig calls for is a 4028. The only thing is with a regular 4028, they're louder than sin.
Yeah, Noctuas are really good fans. I used to run them on my CR10s and my hot end, but because the thin ones would cause clogging, they don't move that much air the way they're designed. I'd run the really thick 40 millimeter fans on my CR10s. But Noctua is a very good brand. And I had one go out under warranty. One of them quit working, so I contacted Noctua. They said, send us a picture where you broke the blade with a pair of pliers and we'll send you a new fan. They wanted to make sure it was actually bad, and I broke the fan, and they seen the picture, and they mailed me a replacement.
Wow.
Yeah, 24-volt fans. Then I had to get a buck converter to run with them on a lot of my printers. Hello, Pez Liz. How are you doing today? Hope you're having an awesome day.
Oh, she's been in the chat for a while. Hey.
I think she's working with MakerDeck, probably. Busy with MakerDeck and then printing.
Yeah, because the fan I currently got mounted now, instead of a 4028, I got a 4020 on there right now. And I got a feeling when I start printing with that thing, it's not going to be sufficient.
We got 47 people currently watching, 27 on YouTube and 20 on Twitch. Earlier we had 60. Now we're up to 50. So it's been varying depending on what we're talking about and how many people we have on screen. But anybody wants any self-promotion for anything you're doing, you want to plug yourself, you're welcome to do so. That's what this is all about every Saturday. Come on, show off your prints, yourself, all that you want. It is no problem. Unless you're sharing an affiliate link to something I already shared one for, then don't do that. So anyway.
Oh man, my back hurts very tensing up right now.
And let's see. Anybody didn't see it, in one of my earlier videos, there's the legs done, where I have the legs done on the alien. Let me drop down. And that's when I made a base for the alien that rolls around with casters. No. Bad lighting. And then there's the alien completed. It still needs to be puttied, sanded, and painted. But at least it's black for now. It still looks like an alien. In that picture, I still had duct tape on the head. I got to take off and on the arms. There's some duct tape on it where I've let it cure with 3D glue for 24 hours. But I posted pictures over on the Luban group, and I've got like 1,000 people liking it. It's a crazy amount of people are commenting on this. So I really appreciate it.
It should be the next, build it bigger. The next, how they always got something featured on there.
If I was rich and had a huge house or like a big giant garage, like a hangar,
yeah.
That'd be cool to make some really huge stuff, but I don't have the room.
No, I'm not saying that. You know how when you go on the Loop Band site, there's always a picture of a guy that built something that says "build it bigger" or whatever.
Now make it bigger.
Yeah,
Make
that's
it big.
Make it big.
Make it big.
Yeah. So maybe, maybe they'll use your picture one of these days.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, for now it's going to stay black. When I get around to it, I got to putty all the seams and do some sanding, and then I got to figure out whether I'm going to take off the tail, take it outside to prime it and paint it. Actually, I have to. I can't paint it in the house, so I'll have to do something. But for the time being, it's staying black. So,
are you planning to keep it inside of this room where you have it now?
Yeah.
Because I saw the door and I saw that the alien was way bigger.
Well, if I take off the tentacles on its back, which are hot glued in, and take off the tail that's hot glued on, the upper body and the legs, with somebody helping me carry it, I can manipulate it and get it out of the house. I think. I haven't tried it, but I think I could. And everything's been glued together. I could put it. I don't want to put it in the living room. I mean, I kind of could. My wife wouldn't like it, but I printed it to be part of my backspace for my videos and my live stream. So if I take it out of the room, it defeats the purpose of making it. I'd rather have it in here where people go, "Oh my God, what's that?" You know, for the wow factor of it. That's kind of like why I made it. And to get more subscribers on my YouTube channel.
It does for the video though. It does need some highlight or somewhere, maybe LED or something.
Yeah,
but I mean it's cool. I'm not denying that, but something makes it stand out.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean, Kenny. A little bit whoa effect putting at it.
Yeah, just an effect on it.
Yeah.
Normally I have off my overhead lights, which today I don't. And then I turn on these small blue lights, and I have my shelves lit up. So at some point, I can beam some lights up on it, or buy something that will direct the beam more and kind of make it glow. I had a quick video clip in the video that I just did on it at the end, where I'm kind of filming it, and it's dark in the room. I could kind of do something like that. And then I showed a clip from the movie at the end of it also. Mr. Diesel, hello. How are you today?
Yeah, there's a dot painted with glow in the dark. Make it glow. That would be spooky.
Yeah. Nikita, no more. Go eat your food. Go in the kitchen. You have food in the kitchen in your doggy bowl. I just gave you a cracker. It's in your tummy.
I want another one. Feed me now.
I know what we don't do for our dogs. They're emotionally blackmailing us.
It sits on the tail. It does have a lot of weight up top that kind of leans forward. If the toes were to ever break on it, then it would probably fall over. So if you can see it, I got a yellow nylon string I wrapped around its waist, and I hooked to my shelf. Just in case something happened, I would catch it. I don't think it will if a dog was to run into it. I mean, I would be pretty upsetting if it fell over. If I walked in here and it all broke on the floor, that would be pretty upsetting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good that you got it anchored. It's good that
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the 3D printing professor popping in.
Why can't
Mr.
I hear
Printblock.
anything?
Hello.
Hello. Hey, sorry guys, I can't hear you yet. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Maybe unmute the audio.
Not sure.
No.
You hear us? We can hear you.
No, can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear. I just can't hear you. Okay, good. I'm glad y'all can hear me. That's fantastic. We can have a one-sided conversation at this point if I can't figure out. Aha, hold on.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
We can hear you, Joe.
I can hear you.
Yay!
That worked. Whoa.
Yeah, no, this comes at such an inconvenient time for me because when the stream starts is when I get in my car and head home from the makerspace. Hey, Dream, if you guys don't know Dreamvoid in the chat, He is working on a 3D printer built out of print-a-blocks, which is
cool.
bonker doodle idea. The building blocks that I made.
I believe he dropped in last weekend and he showed us that.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely insane, and I have bought him parts to like make it happen. But I think he's had to go a different route than the ones that I supplied for him. But still, so crazy.
Yeah, Josh was on here a bit ago. He's here in chat, and he's been working with printed blocks. Yesterday, Factory 3D Print was live, and he has some printed blocks. He showed me a bunch of stuff there he's been working with.
It's funny to me because are those are printed 2x size, right?
What do you mean?
Double size. They're twice as big
as
the normal one.
200%.
Yeah. 2.5%?
200%.
Oh, 200%. Yeah. I'm impressed that they still work. It's funny though. So I ran a Kickstarter for them late last year, and the Kickstarter did not do well. And so I'm like, well, people just must be done with print-a-block. So I kind of put them aside and I've been working on other projects, and now everybody's excited about them. Yay!
More people with printers.
Yeah.
I didn't need to confess that these are fun to print as well as a test cube instead of a Benji or a calibration cube. And it's
nothing against the Benchy. Benchies are fantastic, although there is a print-a-block Benchy. But
cool.
But what do you do with a Benchy when it's done? Print-a-blocks. Make more printer-blocks, throw them together, and make something cool. I've got a couple in hands reach. This is a set that I made a while ago. That is a chicken walker mech.
Yeah.
And this is one of them that has. Whoops! I accidentally ripped the front off. There we go. It's got a itty bitty pilot inside of it, and these pilots print with 3 points of articulation. Well, 2 points of articulation. But they can stand or sit. And they're just I had a good time playing with how small can I make a 3D print, and I had to get them to fit inside print-a-block, and so I found I could make a 28 millimeter mini with some limited articulation. That was pretty.
And the printer you did that on?
Well, I've tested those models on all kinds of 3D printers, but to get the 4 colors in that pilot, I used Bamboo Labs Carbon X1 with AMS.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Yes.
You do all your videos in your shed out back, right?
Yes, that's correct. Shed? Yeah, I got a small shed out back. If I had $1 million, I would have a big shed out back or a barn. But I've got a small shed out back. It's getting to the point where every time I get a 3D printer, that I'm like, ooh, that's a keeper. Which one do I have to kill?
Well, bamboo for the win. So I love my X1 carbon. It's like 99% perfect.
What size is the shed?
20 foot by 10 foot.
Mine's only 10 by 16.
Mine might be 10 by 16. I didn't measure it exactly, but yeah, you and me both, man. Small shed crew.
Yeah.
Tough. Is it a tough shed?
No,
that's bigger than my house.
It's a
yeah. You have it also in meters?
7 meters is much bigger.
But
I think feet, ain't it?
20 foot by 10 foot. How much is that?
20 foot would be to do meters. I just convert to yards, so 20 foot would be about 3.5 meters approximately. Yeah.
The house where I live in is roughly 700.
7 meters would be 21
Yeah,
feet.
everybody. By the way, I vote that everybody adapts the standard measurement and do away with the metric system.
No. Hold on. No. Listen. let me explain. Let me explain something to you. The system that we use is not standard. It is imperial. It is
Yeah.
based on the measurements of a king. And the rest of the world, including the world that has kings, went, screw that. Let's come up with something better. And we're the ones who were so angry at a king that we turned the Boston Bay into T. And we said, but we're going to keep your measurement system. The heck is wrong with us?
Yeah. Millimeters are a lot more precise and accurate for measuring things.
And
You know, England wants to
But
take the
I'm
original
always
colonies
losing my
back.
10 millimeter. What's up with that?
You're always losing your what?
My 10. When I used to work on cars.
Yeah.
10 millimeter.
Yeah.
I saw last week. I saw a hexa wall with a shelf where they put all the things for the ratchet, and I was looking like, oh, there's one missing. Which one is it? 10?
10.
No, the 10 was standing next to it. I was like, darn it!
Wow,
that would be that would have been a crazy joke, Like
it's always
11.
the 10.
Joe, here's 35 rolls of Polymaker and a lot of glue.
So I have seen that working, and my goodness, that is impressive.
It's big, yeah. It's the files by Wicked 3D. I just sized it up. Matt German helped me size it up in Luban, and I cut it up in pieces.
What are you going? Where are you going to put that dang thing?
I'm gonna leave it right. I'll leave it right there and kind of roll it around back and forth. It's just a showpiece for videos and live streams.
I also see that you got the Romulan, Klingon, and Starship, a classic Starship Enterprise up there.
Yeah, they're hanging up. Those came off a GAN body. They're not painted properly. They're kind of painted, then I hung them up because sometimes I like to paint, but I don't paint very often. I have to be in the mood.
Jerry, you said there were Star Wars ships.
No, there's Star Trek.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Not going to that discussion, Matt. You're not going to win it.
Listen, my thought is we can all live long and prosper, and the Force can
You
be
don't
with us
hide.
all.
I'll paint for a fee.
There's Han Solo.
Kenny down there shot first.
Yeah.
Always a Texan. Always shot first.
No, I'm born in Southern California. My mom was a Texan.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
My daddy was from Arkansas.
Ooh, best of both.
And I was born in Southern California after my mom transferred to the phone company.
Hello, Mr. Diesel. How you doing today? Yeah, we currently got 50 people watching. We got 29 on YouTube and 21 on Twitch.
So I have been working on another project that I want to. If you guys like, I'm glad that y'all are digging printer blocks. And if you guys got any questions about, like, I'm building kits because I figure people don't want to have a project, so maybe I'd put this together. These put together to be the printer block.
It's almost similar to Meccano, isn't it?
Yes, very much so. And with these, the piece that I have is over here on the wall. I don't want to get up and get it right now, but it's the Macross inspired set. So it puts, I call it the block cross, also with Tiny Pilot inside of it. But a long time ago, like this is nigh on to 10 years now, I modeled a bunch of cute Lovecraft inspired monsters. So this is the cute Cthulhu. Wow. And this was nice. This was back before I even knew what I was doing with 3D modeling. These are all just basic shapes slapped together. Honestly, his tentacles are just Tauruses. It's like really sad what I've done here. But I have been playing with.
Where's the STL?
What?
Where's the STL for that?
You can find it on Printables, Thingiverse. If you just look up cute Lovecraft,
all right.
You'll if you look up cute Lovecraft on Yegi, you'll probably find them. But I have returned to that project recently, and I want to show you guys some of what I've been doing with that. Let me share my screen.
If you have a link where people can buy these at, throw it in private chat, and I'll post it.
It's there. So the ones that these old ones, they're free. Just go to Yegi, download them. They're free. Those ones I made a long time ago before I started
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Was the one with the tentacles influenced by the character from Caribbean?
Yeah.
No, I think that Davy Jones was inspired by this. So Lovecraft had
inspired by this.
Yeah, Lovecraft came up with H.P. Lovecraft was an author who was a terrible writer, but came up with great lore. And the idea was he came up with these giant old gods that if you saw them would drive you mad simply because they were so incomprehensible. His idea was that the thought that you were less significant than you thought you were in the universe would drive a person mad.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. I feel like that's not a big deal. But so I've taken the old one that I did and I made him kind of a little bit more asymmetrical. The old one was straight up and down. The new one now has a little tilt to him. He had a couple of buddies back then. He had this kind of starfishy character. And I've modified him to be a little bit smaller so that he would fit in a 1-inch square, which would make him replaceable for any given pawn in board games. Throw these into Clue, and all of a sudden you've got, a horror. This guy I really like. Yog Sagoth was him, and I added more eyeballs to this one. He's more eyebally now. And then Shub Nigroth was one that was two-faced. Cute angry face. Cute happy face, angry face, happy face.
Yeah, I've done a lot of people like that growing up.
And so these models keep popping back up. People are like, "Oh, these are my favorite test prints." So I've decided to start adding on to them, and so I've come up with a few more. And these ones have not been released yet, but they will be released. And these are just fun little test prints. This is the Haster, the King in Yellow, and one thing that I like about this design is I took the crown from the front and just kind of turned it into spines going down his back. I kind of like the subversion of the expectations there. I might just be blowing smoke up my own, but whatever. I enjoy it.
Print in place, no supports.
How long does it take to do that?
Well, it depends. So for instance, this one right here, I think I recorded the modeling process and it only took me about a day to get him all modeled. It took a 4 or 5 hour day to get them all modeled. And
thank you for the follow.
And to do that with 3D, do you really have to have? Because I can't draw to save my life. Do you have to have artistic ability?
A little bit. I mean, certainly for something like this. Now, I can draw, so I don't know if I could say, well, if you don't know how to draw, I know how to draw and I can do this. So I don't know if that is a prerequisite, but it certainly helped me. But I would say that if you're not, start with Tinkercad. Tinkercad is a fantastic program, and it's and in fact, if you look up on YouTube, there's a YouTuber named Uni. It's like bunny, but with an E, EUNNY. What she does with Tinkercad inspires me. And it's so simple, but it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool program.
You're muted, Stephen. If you were talking to us, we couldn't hear you.
So this is the latest one that I've added, the Black Pharaoh. And I just finished it about now. This one took me more than 2 days to model. So some of them are fairly quick because they're pretty basic, but then some of them just take a lot of work. Roughing him out only took about a day, but then it was another day of getting the pose right and getting all the elements to work together. And then I couldn't figure out, like, he needed something, and I added the staff today, and I was like, oh no, that's what he needed. And of course, all of these I designed to print without supports. You'll notice everything has nice, gentle. I might push it a little bit, but generally speaking, nice, gentle overhangs. Everything prints on with something underneath it. Nothing ever needs supports in these models. So they're great test prints. They're a lot of fun, cute Lovecraft, and so that's going to be my next big project, is cute Lovecraft inspired monsters.
I don't know which time frame you want to release them, but these are fun to print and show off on Twitter or on YouTube as well.
Yeah. I don't know about. I haven't thought much about releasing them yet. I should. I should think about releasing them eventually.
Yes.
I haven't decided whether I want to make these premium models or free models, because the original 4 are free, but I've redone them now. And the thing is, Lovecraft is such a deep well to draw from. I figure I could make a second series and a third series and a fourth series. I could just make tons, and I
Time is valuable.
Yeah.
Look at we're at 2024. Time is valuable.
Time is money would be I'd say time is money. Always, if you're considering maybe do free, time is money. Make a small fee.
Well,
and if you feel bad about it, donate something, a portion to charity.
Well, one project that I did a while ago were these cute little animals called chibi malls, and I have been thrilled every year that IC3D has been adding them to their Toys for Tots program just about every year. And when they came, they were another Kickstarter that I did that didn't do very well, and so I was like, well, that's that. But since then, they've done much better, and it's made me think I got to go back and revisit chibi malls. So, let's pull up. No, one thing that I thought was fun was I accidentally turned them all on at once. And I ended up with this brand new abomination, which just gets more horrible the more I look at it.
You have to print that. You have to print that.
Yeah, it's actually cool.
It's not done yet, but yeah, it's something, man. I love the little hand sticking out with the
Yeah, when I first seen the thing with the eyes, no offense, but I thought it was one of those little poop things, the poop icons.
Yeah.
You have 2 AMS units, don't you?
I do, but I haven't put them together, man.
It'd be a lot of filament changes, but yeah, you can do it.
Well, and of course, if I did this one, I'd want to print it cookie jar size,
Oh man, that would be a lot of poop. God, that'd be a lot of poop.
Yeah, it would be.
Joe, make a video about it. I make a little model. I hope you like it.
Yeah. Horrible little model. The eyeballs sticking out from random places just disturb me for some reason.
People are saying, "Oh, I'll print it." So
yeah. Well, I'm not done yet. I just added the new guy.
That right there.
But see, this is the one I showed on Twitter a while ago, and everybody's like, "Oh, you got to print it," and I'm like, "Yeah, but now he's got the staff. But that's even worse." Little snake.
I can already see Twitter feed going by all of these.
I knew Picasso, huh? Okay.
Yeah, on Twitch, I'm up to 660 followers and 6 subscribers. On YouTube, I have
we can call it Cute Monster Mashup.
5,300, 53 or 5,400 subscribers on YouTube. Yes, cool.
Yeah, so that's what I've been working on lately. I do need to get back to printer block. What I'm trying to do with printer block right now is play with the idea of manufacturing them, putting them out there, using my 3D printers, because some people just don't have a 3D printer. They just don't want a homework assignment. So why don't I just make it for them?
Yeah. You know what that reminded me of right there? An old high school bug pack. Remember those?
Bug pack.
How many people can you get in a VW or a phone booth? When phone booths were a thing, a bug pack. How many people can? Yeah, back in the 70s, we used to. How many people can you shove in a VW bug?
Or a phone booth back when those were a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try getting out of a bug when there's a bunch of you guys in there.
I always like this guy. He kind of reminds me of like an evil cookie monster.
Yeah, he does look.
Looks more like a string monster. Looks like Play-Doh.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Oh God!
Somebody got that reference.
Is that the picture of our new overlord?
So yes, I know about that.
And all of these are designed to print. In fact, I'm test printing the last one that I just made now, but all of them are designed to print only that big. So this is that. So if you look at this model and you see it's kind of facety, yeah. Well, at this size, you don't see the facets. At this size, it comes out pretty smooth.
I was going to ask about that, if you can make them a little bit smoother so you don't see all the flat areas, but being that small, you ain't got that issue.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I always designed for a particular scale. Here, let me show you, though, just to give you an idea. I actually, okay, this one right here, pretty facety. Okay. But for rendering purposes, oops, I forgot to turn I forgot to turn him on into render. Let's change the angle on him right here. There we go. There's a good angle. For rendering purposes, Blender can actually turn up the resolution during rendering, which makes the render
I think he's rendering right now.
longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
you
saying the same thing.
your video thing.
Let me for you. Can turn up the resolution. What?
Yeah, you buffered there for a second.
Thank you, Dan. Dan says those haunted models are. That's because I hit render in Blender and it decided to take over my computer.
Yeah.
Yes, I can turn up the resolution here. Let me see. Bloop bloop, and now all of a sudden it looks smooth.
Nice.
Wow.
So it's not hard to do, because actually in Blender, if I turn off the resolution, this is how I model it in Blender. Okay, it is extremely basic chunky shapes, and then Blender increases the resolution and smooths them out for me. And so yeah, actually all of these I'm working on a much chunkier resolution and letting Blender add the details.
So however you see it on screen, if you save the file, it'll come out looking like that when you print it.
Yep. That's correct. I don't think I ever want to release this version though. This is more cursed than the original.
Low poly.
Yeah, I want to say like the whole low poly version.
Oh, this is beyond low poly. This is garbage poly.
Yeah, my wife found some prints on Thingiverse before that are way back from like 2015, 2016. I'm like, no, I'm not printing that. Look at it. That's too blocky for me.
Well, I don't know when
I'm not this in particular. I mean, on other things.
No. I mean, when I first released Achievements, I had people blowing them up, and all of a sudden they were ending up facety. And so I've come to learn that you need to take things one level past what you think you need to and increase the resolution one level further than you need to, because at some point somebody is going to do something with it that you don't expect. I don't know. This little dude's growing on me the more I look at him.
When I blew up my alien from Wicked 3D in Luban, I originally took the one-piece model they had, and I couldn't blow it up that big. It got really blocky. So I contacted Gabriel with Wicked. He said, no, that should have been either 1 foot tall or make it a mini. Use a 3-piece file and blow those up, and it'll work out for you.
Yeah, because you have to, so one of the downsides of STLs, and I made a video a while ago lamenting the fact that we're still using STLs, because as a format, it is madly outdated. I mean, for one, STLs have no units attached to them. There's nothing in an STL that says this STL is done in inches, this STL is done in millimeters. So you end up with, that's why sometimes you'll bring in a model and it'll come in like teeny tiny, and your slicer will go,
yeah.
Was this done in inches? Should I blow this up for you? I'm going to blow this up for you. It blows it up for you.
Yeah.
But there should be something in the file that says this is inches, this is millimeters, this is meters. There's nothing in the file that says that, and that's kind of, in my mind, kind of a problem. Unfortunately, at the time I said we should all use 3MF, and then Blender comes along, or not Blender, Bamboo comes along, and Bamboo's like, oh, you guys like 3MF? We'll take it over and make it so that our 3MFs are not compatible with anybody else.
Oh,
they ruined 3MF, man.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, so yeah, 3MFs, man. But yeah, so you have to design for the scale that you're printing at, and since these are teeny tiny, they might end up looking a little bit more facety at this scale. I turn them up for the renders, but they're designed to be this big. If you blow them up and you see facets, actually, I had that happen recently. I made I don't know if you guys have seen my little robot dude with the TV head, but I have a little robot. I have a little robot.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Josh, who was here last time, Josh blew it up and put a computer inside of the dang thing. But since I designed the one that I designed in 3D was designed to be this big, it ended up all facety. And so he's like, well, I'm thinking about doing a version 2. You want to make a less facety version? Yes, okay, let's do this, you know. And so I blew it up and made it a lot smoother. So
nice.
I use 3D Builder.
3D Builder, I love 3D Builder. I think everybody should use 3D Builder.
Yeah, we used it on the
design some of my models.
I'm impressed that it can be used for design. That to me blows my mind.
When I took the one-piece alien and Luban, and Matt helped me because I don't use Luban very much, we blew it up to the height that we wanted, about 7 foot tall. And then when I done a test print, I realized that it was too blocky. So then I was told to use a 3-part file, which I did. But I couldn't put the 3 parts in Luban and blow them up because I wouldn't know how big to make each part. So we put them in 3D Builder. We had the one model that already rendered the one piece in 3D Builder that's 10 foot tall. We put the other 3 parts in there and we guesstimated the size by dragging them bigger and putting them next to the other one that I wasn't going to use. And we try to roughly figure out how to make it all work.
I'm impressed. That sounds to me like something that shouldn't have worked.
We lined up the
guesstimating
keys and
part.
everything and said, okay. And then we measured it and the bill played up and said, okay, it's the same size. But
We
then
took the
later
right
on,
numbers,
the 4 pieces in the back that stick up like tusks in the back, I sized those up and I got them wrong. I made them too big because I blew them up in a 3D Builder and I moved them over to the model. I kind of stuck them in on the screen. They looked right, but I made them too big. So I cut the keys off and I hot glued them in temporarily, but they need to be shrunk down a little bit. But I went ahead and finished the video with them. But let's see. On this small one here, they're not as big, the green part in the back. They're not as tall as the ones behind me. So anyway, and this is a resin print. Like, these are done in FDM. The rest is resin. I love resin.
What's your resin printer?
GK28K, and I got a Peel Poly Forge midsize. I used to have an Anycubic Photon Mono X that broke down on me, but my go-to would be my Uniformation GK28K.
I have a Creality Hallet 1, and I don't love it. I need somebody to send me a new one.
I wish the price of resin would come down.
I just wish it wasn't. What bugs me about resin printing is that you need, 6 foot of table space to do, 1 foot of a print, because you got the printer, and then the exercise for the printer, and then you got the wash station, then you got the cure station, and then you got the extra alcohol, and then you got just feels like
that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just on shelves.
And I've got some shelves like that, but mine are full of our FDM printers.
He's got a Uniformation JK2 right there, the green one.
Okay. They actually wanted to send me a 3D printer recently, and I was like, "Well, your 3D printer looks good, guys, but I can't." They wanted me to commit to a 3 video series before I had even seen the printer, and I'm like, "Guys, I can't commit to something sight unseen. But if you guys trust your machine, you'll trust to let me see it one time, and then we can discuss more if it's good." And they're like, "Well, we believe in our printer. We just don't like you."
Oh.
Okay, Dan, move
crazy.
on.
No way.
Fine, that's fine. Save me some trouble.
Well, yeah, I've done hundreds and hundreds of resin prints. I've done, I've been printing since 2017. So other than what I have behind me, I got stuff in the spare room. I got boxes and boxes. And I used to print like Stephen Poole does now, have stuff literally everywhere. But I don't print as much as I did. And now I got a fiber laser, so I'm trying to learn all about the fiber laser and get into engraving on it for the company.
Fiber laser is something else, man. Those are amazing.
Yep, engrave firearms, make coins. It's a 60-watt MOPA. It's got plenty of power. And I've been in the diodes for a long time, but fiber lasers, that's a whole new thing you have to learn, whole new process. Trying to get all the settings right to do this and do that.
I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, I have an addiction. As long as I've got filament, I got to keep it running.
When I first seen them coming out, and I seen the small pattern, like work area, it's like, nah, man, those things aren't for me. But then I really researched them. Now I want one.
Steven, can we see your Godzilla that you did, or your what's it called, your gorilla, and then you had a big dragon?
Godzilla.
I'll show you the dragon first.
This is really cool.
Ah, it's
It's all
articulated.
individual. It has its own screws for tightening up the ball joints. There's no screws on it. It's all 3D printed. Just a little bit of glue. That was it. And then it'll lay down, and the legs will go up like this, so it can stretch out like a long dragon.
Very cool.
Wow.
There goes Tokyo.
And he probably printed those on his bamboo, right? Everything was done on the bamboo.
On that one, yes. This was just done in regular printers. This one, he's just a small version. But I'm working on.
I mean, I should mention that there's a print-a-block dragon like that.
Much bigger version. Scaled them up to 200%, which I'm just about done. I'm probably be assembling it tomorrow. But he's going to be like about the size of a small chimp.
Very nice.
And where can we find those that dragon?
Toy Maker 3D. It's a website. Here's the box of gorilla parts.
Wow.
Wait, I keep forgetting. What is it again?
Toy Maker 3D.
Toy Maker.
Oh, Toy
3D?
Maker. Yeah, I know that one.
God, I hope I can remember when I go out into the house. I got a pen.
Well, you should. You got your little workshop there and a computer. You should have pen and paper at all times.
Oh, this thing's a mess right now.
Which they spell it a little bit different. Here it is in chat, in YouTube chat. Oh, it didn't let me post that in YouTube.
I'll send you the link, Kenny.
All right.
Is that Matt? Is that a one of those HueForge prints, or is that just
No.
Victor?
No, that's the CMYK lithophane.
Oh,
from Luban.
Yeah, one thing about talking about sheds, one problem I do got, storage. Where to put stuff. Storage.
I mean, you're supposed to put it in your shed, but we go fill our sheds up with 3D printers.
Like I'm sitting at a work table or workbench table, and it's loaded. I'm right next to a bunch of crap. From working on the rig, from painting my models, from everything, it's just full.
I want to print some spaceships like Jerry's got on his sailing there. I downloaded the Death Star that they have, bought it, but it was like just looking at it and checking out the pieces on it. It was going to use like ungodly amounts of supports for the Breakaway Death Star one. But how are those models there? The Enterprise and stuff. Are they real hard or pretty easy?
Oh no, they're easy to print. I was looking at another screen. I got them off Gambody. They got a lot of good stuff over at Gambody. That's where Paul Alien came from, also. And they have sales.
Star Trek, the Enterprise one this month, because I want to print something like that and hang it from the ceiling.
I posted some pictures of the Enterprise on there. When you look at their makes for the Enterprise on there, it shows me holding it up, not painted, in my living room a couple years ago. Because sometimes when I make things, I share pictures where I got them from. Not always, but usually. Sometimes. There's a link to it in private chat. Let me send it to you, Kenny.
Oh, man, my neck.
Anybody in chat have any questions?
Matt's back in my neck.
Yeah, here's the link right here, Kenny.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, the Toy Maker's got some real nice models, and they all go together very well.
Now, I take those are premium, huh?
The Big Dragon was 192 parts, and the Gorilla's about 150 parts.
These are premium models, though, right? And where you got to pay for them?
Yes. They have some free ones there, like Optimus Prime, and there's quite a few free ones they have there too.
No, I mean, I've paid for models before, no problem. Just checking.
I've built 2 of the Godzillas, and now I'm doing one at 200. two of the King Kongs, and I've
Oh,
also
here we go
have
again.
two of the
There goes
Godzillas
Tokyo.
too. The Godzilla's a big model. I've printed two of them. They're about another 150 parts a piece.
You know how many times I've seen that band, and how many times I've heard that song?
What song and what band?
Godzilla by Electro
Oh
Light
no!
Orchestra.
There goes
Yeah.
Tokyo
Go
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Okay.
What band do you think I'm talking about? What band am I talking about? I forgot the band.
Electric
Yeah.
Light Orchestra, ELO.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got an update on X1 Carbon firmware a few days ago, and it made it really quiet, very, very quiet.
Is that the community firmware or their firmware?
Their firmware from Bamboo.
Yeah, I have.
I'm not-
I
I'm not
updated
gonna-
it, but I haven't tried to do the sound calibration on it yet.
And since I've updated, I can never try the community firmware, but it doesn't matter because the machine works perfectly fine. I'm not worried about China spying on me, so it's fine.
Well, okay. On the one hand, I'm with you. First of all, anybody who thinks that China is spying on them is both super overestimating their own worth, and overestimating how much the Chinese government cares.
Yeah.
But the second thing about that though is I think that Bamboo should embrace the community. I've been saying from the beginning that one of the best things about 3D printing is the community, and the community should help Bamboo. Here's the community saying, hey, we want to help you. We want to come up with this firmware that's easier for us to hack. Imagine the things that you'd learn from this. And they go, no, shut it down. I love Bamboo, but if they were more open, I would love them more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they want to get rid of competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I understand that. But this sort of closed mentality in the long run
Can go
isn't
against you.
Isn't good for anybody, especially them.
You know what this guy reminds me of?
I agree to a certain point, yeah, but right now I think Bamboo definitely has their hands in most of our people's pockets.
Joe, you know who remind me of?
Who I remind you of?
Leo
I should
Laporte.
hope it's me.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah, a little bit. I agree with that.
Leo Laporte. Just his I'm not saying
He's
looks or
a
anything like that, but you remind me of Leo Laporte.
Never met the guy. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, yeah, I would look it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was big in his time. I mean, he's still.
Oh, he's
probably
still around. He's still got a Twitch channel.
Yeah. Screensavers ring a bell?
Nope.
Okay. Tech
Apparently he
TV
was
ring a bell? Tech TV ring a bell?
No, that's probably why I don't know him, because I don't know. What was Tech TV?
Okay.
A great show back in the day.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
If it was on cable, that's probably why I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, I just had a print
Yeah.
finish. Well, it didn't succeed. Something failed, and I wasn't watching.
I love my Bamboos.
If you're watching on Twitch, please give me a follow. I got 660 followers. I'd love to get that number up. I currently have 6 subscribers. And then over on YouTube, subscribing is free if you're watching on YouTube. And if you'd like to be a channel member, you can do that also.
You know, actually, when I think about Bamboo, like 6 months ago, I spoke to a person, but I didn't know what company he was from.
You work for
And
Chris.
he showed me a picture of the A1 Mini, and he asked me what I was thinking about, and I said, well, what is, asking me a few questions like what is the build space and why does it have those 4 inline intakes? I asked him if it was a mixer. He said, I cannot tell you right now, but what do you think? Would you print something like this? And I actually turned it down because I was afraid of the color changing unit on top. You know, the feed in. They didn't show the color changing unit, the wheel system, the light AMS. And Yeah, and because it was 180 by 180 by 180, I said there's not much I can print on with what I'm doing, and so I turned them down naturally, But now I kind of regret it.
I'm gonna go check on my print.
All right. Yeah, I haven't been too talkative today. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm busy with things.
You tired?
Yeah, I didn't sleep well at all last night. And then what do I do in the middle of the night? I get on YouTube. I start with I was on my computer checking my socials, which I do every night in the middle of the night. And then I went and grabbed another lemon lime soda, which has caffeine in it, drank it, and tried to go back to sleep, which won't work. So, yeah.
Use hairspray.
Hairspray?
Yeah, he's using 3D printing. Professor's using hairspray.
Oh.
You got to try this stuff, man. This is, oh, man.
Ginger brew?
3D printing Professor Joe. You using hairspray in that moment?
Yes, I am.
It's non-alcoholic.
You hide it
no,
from your wife?
I don't need to hide it from my wife. My wife has beautiful hair. She doesn't need hairspray. I only ever use it for sticking stuff to the build plate.
I've never tried that. All the years I've been printing, I've never tried hairspray.
Yeah, for me, it's a quick, easy, solution to. It's a little bit more even. Oh, Pro Set. Is that stuff you use where you are?
Yeah, works good. I just don't mind overspray.
Yeah, I usually take the build plate out of the printer, then I spray it on, and then I'm putting it
never
back
do it because you don't want to gum up the
yeah.
You don't want to gum up the movement system.
Yeah, because if it heats up, then it gets really tacky. And on the CR200B, I did it one time in a video because I had bad adhesion. I know.
What brand is that, Matt?
Sainsbury.
Works great.
It's
Here in the
English
What
one.
about Aquanet? Try Aquanet.
No, they can't get it out. They can't get it in the Aquanet is only in the U.S.
Why?
Overseas shipping, chemicals. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my print detached about partway through. So.
Because
Aquanet's
dirt cheap.
There you go. See it better now.
But does Aquanet work? But does Aquanet work?
For me, it works fantastic.
So you use Aquanet then? I guess is what you're saying then.
Yeah, I use Aquanet every single time. But yeah, that's as far as my print got, and it was going good. And I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why it failed. Like, did part of it curl up? It looks like maybe the staff curled up. Ugh. Means I pushed the overhang.
You
on
keep
that
next to the tissue, Matt?
What?
You keep that next to the tissue? Or is that what you put on your bed?
No. This is what I put on my 3D printing bed.
That looks like white glue to me.
Yeah, it's Elm's glue. It's 50-50 water mix.
Yep.
And what I do is I put a little tissue, I spray a couple squirts on it, and then go on the plate and wipe it on it, and it's very smooth and even.
I use nanopolymer adhesive on all my textured build plates, and if I don't use that, then I just use glue stick, which I rarely use.
I never had the glue stick.
Except for
glue stick makes it uneven.
Well, the thing that I don't like about glue stick, I work at a maker space, and people here, I'll put glue stick on it, and every time they put too much glue stick, and it ends up inch thick on there, and I've got to wash it out. Unfortunately, it's water soluble, but I got to wash it out. I gotta rub the thing down with alcohol to get all the pores of it clean. It's just like I've got a bad taste in my mouth for glue stick because patrons at the library abuse it.
I use glue stick, but it's only on my glass beds.
You got a makerspace at a library?
Yeah, my day job is working at a makerspace at the Southern Utah libraries, and I actually help them build Utah. Yeah. and I actually helped them build all those spaces, so it's absolutely fantastic.
What part of
No,
Utah?
don't need glue. Glue's bad for you.
I agree. I don't like it. What part of you? Southern Utah. So I'm closer to Las Vegas than I am to Salt Lake.
So you're okay. All
Are
right.
you close
Yeah,
to
'cause
Joe?
I got a buddy that has land out in Pankwitch.
Okay, yeah, Pankwitch is a little bit. I mean, like, I'm in Southern Utah. Everything's a little bit north.
Well, so you're
Oh,
Cedar
Scott.
City?
Cedar City is just a little bit north of me. Actually, it's about 40 minutes north.
So you're.
If I were any further south, I'd be in Arizona.
So I'm trying to remember a city there that you drive through where the Cracker Barrel
St.
is.
George.
Yeah, St. George. Yeah.
Yes, I'm just outside of St. George. Hey, Corey's in St. George. Corey, come by the Makerspace at the St. George Library Wednesday through Saturday and say hi.
Oh, yeah, because I lived up in the Salt Lake area for a while, working for your company. It was interesting.
It is. Listen, all the and I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but I will admit that there is some definite weirdness out here. But you know what?
Your fireworks celebration is out of line.
And we do it on the 6th. We do it on the 24th. We do it on Christmas. We do it on New Year's.
Have you ever been to the Mormon Temple in Las Vegas up on Hollywood?
I have, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's right down the street from me. It's about a mile and a half from where I live.
Yeah, it's a pretty building, isn't it?
Yeah, huge.
It's one of the smaller temples, so you have to make an appointment to use it. Which isn't bad or good. It just means that I can't just stop by anytime I want. I have to make appointments. So
Make
yeah,
an appointment to use a church?
No, to use a temple. Temples are separate from churches. It's a little bit like the difference between the ancient Jewish temples and synagogues. Anybody goes to synagogue whenever, but temples,
you got to be invited to go there.
Yeah, the temples you have to have a vetting process and stuff like that. When I say I'm a card-carrying member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the card is my temple recommend.
Okay, got it.
When I was in my 20s, I was baptized in a Baptist church, but I haven't been in church in probably since I was in my 20s. So,
well, I can make you a recommendation if you want.
Yeah, one thing about the community I was in, man, there was a church in every corner. and then behind us, the house we rented was a Baptist church, which I thought that was the funniest thing. Like, here I am in West Valley, which is part of Salt Lake.
Corey can contact you through your YouTube channel, right? Would that be the best way to get a hold of you?
Corey, yeah, I have an email on the about page of my YouTube channel, so you can just go ahead and use that. It's if you just email anything at 3DP Professor, Joe at 3dpprofessor.com, you'll get to me. I've also got a contact page on 3dpprofessor.com. Yeah, I'm not hard to. I try to be as accessible as possible.
By the way, I did hear a story on how the Salt Lake Synagogue was built. They hit gold.
Did they?
Yeah, it's how that was bought or built.
I guess I never thought about the financing of that building. I know that there was a lot of sacrifice made to build it.
Yeah, it was a gold strike.
Well, wouldn't surprise me.
You got to think how old it is,
Yeah, it certainly makes sense.
At least that's what I heard on TV.
Yeah, well, it's certainly not one of the stories that's told about the building of that temple. I don't imagine that, like, yes, our financing came from a lucky strike of gold. I do know that many
and it was a Discovery Channel show. It was Blind Frog Ranch in Nern, Utah. Like
cool.
where the Skinwalker Ranch is.
Yeah. I have to look that up. That's pretty neat. I dig that idea.
Skinwalker Ranch. I've seen a bunch of those episodes. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then there's Blind Frog Ranch. Smaller operation.
I hit reprint on that piece, and it's going to be. I mean, it's a quick print. It's going to be like 45 minutes, but I just redesigned it so that part will have less overhang, and I'm debating whether I want to cancel this print and start a new one or let this one finish.
Let it finish.
Yeah, why not? Why not, right?
By the way, Joe, tell Donnie and Marie hi for me.
I think they're up north. Although, who knows? They may be performing in Vegas these days. Everybody's performing in Vegas.
Who knows? Yeah, has residency. Yeah. Matter of
Hey,
fact,
Dan, how you doing today?
Santana's been here forever.
Mm.
Well, I've been streaming for 3 hours and 34 minutes. We got 50 people watching, 28 on YouTube and 22 on Twitch. I think I'm going to rate out. There's
Cool,
a
man.
Dallas game on tonight, and my Laser Maker Realm, they're going to be streaming later.
He's going bye-bye.
I promised my wife I'd get some videos recorded during this time. So thank you for inviting me.
Oh, Joe.
Nice meeting you.
If you want to learn how to do lithophane,
We do
let
this
me know.
every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific. You're always welcome to drop in. If you like, Joe, I can send you a link every week or every randomly, whatever you want. I'd love to have you on.
Yeah,
that's how they look.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy who goes out to the various maker fairs around here who shows those off all the time. And some of my earliest videos were how to make lithophanes, but not the full color ones. Do you use the web app to do those?
No, I use Lubin.
Okay, Lubin. Very cool.
Yeah. If you want, we can talk about. I probably can get you like a short-term license or something.
Oh yeah, I probably could do that if I wanted. I should do that sometime.
I can get you a license. Don't worry about it.
I will reach out to you about that. That
All
sounds
right.
good.
Yeah, Luke
Thank you.
Ken's a great guy.
Matt German. Matt German.
Matt German. Yeah. Also known
Very
as
easy to
Tactile
find on
3D
Facebook.
Picture.
I
We're
should
rating
not.
in the,
I was going to say I
everybody
should
on
not make a
Twitch-
joke, but your accent is not German.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
rating
German.
in,
Oh, are
everybody
you?
What do
on
you think
Twitch,
I am?
thank
I
you
can
for-
hear it.
It sounded a little bit
We
more.
rating in a maker deck. Everybody on Twitch, here we go. Thank you very much.
Okay.
See you all next week. Everybody
All
here,
right.
thank you very much.
Wait,
Thank
Joe.
you.
Don't pop away.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. And I got to find my exit screen here. I'm kind of behind on things. So everybody have a great day, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.